Hey, woke up.
What is up and what is going on? Everybody out there, everybody tuning in to this beautiful Monday. It's a new week, new Monday, end of July. About to start August, but we are on our third week of the morning report. I am Planet Fanatics, Darius. That is Chillmonger over there, and we are going to get into some news with you guys. Sorry we missed on Friday. We missed on Friday. That was due to me. I was supposed to be getting my brakes and some other things changed on my car. It was supposed to be a 30 to 45-minute inspection that turned into a 4-hour inspection. Mind you, okay, so they were playing. I didn't know this. I was sitting in the little lobby. I didn't know that. I guess every Friday, since Marvel owns Fox and FX, or Disney owns Fox and FX, that they play Marvel movies, Marvel nonstop Fridays on Friday. So they had that in the lobby. So I guess it was somewhere toward the end of Iron Man 3 into where and then in Captain America where he got his powers, where I realized I've been sitting here a long fucking time for an inspection. So then I go, they finally pull it all around, tell me how much it's going to be. Ugh. All right. I said, okay, that's fine. Then I leave. I have my ride come pick me up. I leave. For them to call me back and say, well, we're sorry. The price we told you was wrong. We're going to need to do this, this, and that as well. It's going to be $1,600. And I said, well, I'm on my way to get my car. So I sat all Friday, all day for nothing to even get done to my car. So my Friday was a complete waste. So that was my Friday. That's why we missed on Friday, but we're here today, and we've got some news, and there were some things over the weekend that we can get into with you guys. And don't look around on that one. We'll get into everything with you guys. Jill, how was your weekend?
I was muted. I'm pretty good. I didn't have the woes that you have. I didn't have the woes that Dre had. I was watching Dre Mackey goes, there was a flash flood in Kansas and everything. I've been all right. Making some moves behind the scenes. But that comic book I've been working on has developments. So I'm happy to share. Well, I'm not sharing, but I'm happy to at least state that. When it's time to sell that comic book to you, audience, I am going to sell that comic book to you. I'm going to make sure that Netflix wants a piece of what I'm creating, that brand new world. You guys like Avatar, huh? Are you guys into Star Wars? Psh, Chillmonger Wars is better. You'll see.
Chillmonger Wars. All right. Well,
you know what I'm thinking about, because I'm so advanced. I'm thinking about who do I cast in the movie. That's what I'm thinking about.
Nice. Well, we look forward to it. Chillmonger Wars.
It won't be called that. It won't be called that.
Okay.
That's a terrible name. No.
Well, we look forward to whatever Chillmonger's got cooking up to share with the rest of us.
Yeah.
So let's see. One of the things we missed on Thursday that I've been getting asked quite a bit about is Ironheart, Riri Williams, her future within the MCU. Before we get into everything and some of the things we're going to get into, I guess I can give the rundown here, what we will be getting into. So we're going to discuss RDJ and his seemingly, which is not something that's really news. We kind of talked about this a while ago when it was first reported, but it's being reported yet again that Marvel Studios is wanting Robert Downey Jr. to continue on as Doctor Doom even after Secret Wars. And again, we have talked about this before, but we'll discuss it yet again. And it looks like it's maybe got even some more legs behind it, some more maybe truth behind that. We'll also talk about the God of War live action series that was put into production, I want to say maybe 3 years ago, but now it seems like it's actually got details. We've got a lot more to talk about when it comes to that with Amazon. We will also be discussing Blade and how Blade is, according to Daniel RPK, nothing official from Marvel Studios, filming next year.
Let's go, baby.
Temper your expectations. We will also go in and talk about SDCC with George Lucas and some things that he talked about at SDCC. This was his first ever SDCC. We will react. I have seen it already. I saw it when it leaked. I saw it in theaters, but I'm going to watch it again because it's absolutely phenomenal. The Avatar Fire and Ash trailer that just dropped more than a few minutes ago. And then we will also discuss Fantastic Four and its opening weekend and the numbers for it.
Yes. And then the Superman numbers too.
Yes, we will discuss the numbers for the opening weekend for Superman and Fantastic Four. We will also discuss, there was something else. Yes, I'm sorry. Eddie Murphy has kind of given some insight on the Donkey spinoff film that is supposed to be happening. And then there's some evidence that some fans have that lean toward Brandon Sklenar. If we've talked about him, if I'm saying his last name correctly, probably not. You guys know I'm terrible with names. Who was rumored a while ago to be the DCU Batman, and there's more evidence that proves that he may be the DCU Batman. So we'll talk about that. And then the last thing is the upcoming Marvel projects. And there's some things James Gunn said too, but we'll get into that. Other than that, that's the morning report. It was a pretty busy weekend. We have a lot to talk about.
There's only one place to begin with. It's that Daniel RPK has reported that the filming of Blade will reportedly begin sometime next year. Not Midnight Suns, not Avengers or Eternals featuring Blade. A film that's called Blade, according to a report from Daniel RPK, begins filming sometime next year. Let's go over to the panel to react. Okay.
I've said my thoughts on Blade. I've said my thoughts on Marvel Studios and all of it. I mean, we all have. If Blade happens, cool, it happens. That'd be great to see. Mahershala Ali has yet to comment anything. We have, as fans, yet to see anything of Mahershala Ali in any concept art, any, hey, these were some of the ideas we were thinking about. We've actually done some tests with him in these costumes. This is what it would be. We've gotten reports of what the plot was going to be. It was going to be a passing down, but then fans freaked out about that and they changed it somewhat, a little bit, I guess, to where it was going to be more, I don't know, a period piece with Blade. And now I guess they're saying it's going to be more modern day. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why it's taken them since, again, this was what, 2019 he was announced? Yeah. 2019 he was announced at SDCC. We just passed another SDCC this weekend. That was, what, 6 years ago that he was announced as Blade, and he is still not Blade. His lawyer commented on it. He's commented, or barely commented on it. Mia Goth, probably not even in this shit anymore. So
Delroy Lindo, not in this.
Delroy Lindo, not in it anymore. The costumes that were going to be for the film were given to Sinners. So I mean, when you say that Blade's on, from who? I mean, I need to hear that from Marvel Studios.
I'll believe it when I see it. I don't believe none of this. I gotta see it to believe it. They stalling. Yeah, that's my Blade take as well, everybody. It's the same one Darius and the rest of chat have. I'm on a Marvel review embargo where I'm not recognizing anything Marvel, coming here, reviewing it, acting like it's business as usual. A Blade movie will make me go, okay, we're good. A Black Lead, there's no shortcuts taken, and they'll have me back. So if it begins filming next year, if it completes filming, if there's a trailer out for it and it's actually happening, Marvel, you got me back. I'll do reviews, I'll do trailer reactions, but I haven't been doing that for a year now, maybe 2 years. Me back of the bus also, and I'll continue that until the Blade thing happens. Thank you, Daniel RPK. I hope what you're saying is gonna happen.
Yeah, that's all we can say on it. I believe. Well, and then Kevin, actually, I'm sorry. I forgive me when I say we don't have anything official from Marvel Studios. Kevin Feige did do the interview last weekend where he did touch on Blade and said that Blade, they have come to the conclusion that Blade is going to happen and it's going to be set in the modern day. So that is from the president of the studio. He says Blade is happening. He said it 6 years ago. He said, hey, when Mahershala Ali knocks on your door and tells you he wants to play Blade, you give him Blade. So I guess they're giving him Blade. We'll see.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Side note, your first appearance of him will be in Marvel Zombies, though. We do know he is in that.
Okay. It's in a different universe, though.
Is it? I don't even give a damn about Marvel Zombies.
I don't trust Daniel RPK either, but that's just me, especially when the leak is under a paywall. Yeah, he puts it on Patreon.
It's so crazy to me that people pay for these leaks when you know that they are going to leak or get reposted or whatever.
What if you had money?
I still wouldn't.
If I had money and
No, I'm
I
not
want to
paying.
support the journalism.
Fuck that. He's not a journalist.
What is he?
He that's not journalism that Daniel RPK is doing. I don't consider that to be journalism. He's getting information from someone he knows over at these different studios, and I don't know. I wouldn't call that journalism though. He's a scooper.
Oh, because he's a scooper, he can't be a journalist. Also,
he's a scooper.
What is this?
He's
this
a
doesn't make
scooper.
sense to me. No, we're having a spat right now.
He's
So,
a scooper.
Regardless of the nature of it, it's called scooping. If you have in any field, in politics, this works the same way in the business world. If you have connections with people and then you reveal stories to the public, that's journalism. All right, no pushback. I got you.
Okay.
No, Iconic says I have to agree. He is a scooper.
Thank you.
He does toy reviews on his channel. Iconic does. So you
might
might
actually like him. So going to Google here, the activity or profession of writing for newspapers, magazines, or news websites, or preparing news to be broadcasted.
Okay.
He's not doing any. No, sir. No.
What was the last one? You said
preparing newspapers and websites or preparing news to be broadcast. And you're going to say because he has a website. No. I don't think that he's not. What he's doing is not. I don't consider this to be journalism. When I'm thinking journalism, I'm thinking, I don't even consider movie reviewers to be journalism or anything like that. But I'm thinking like, real world stuff that's going on. It doesn't have to necessarily be real world, but he's not doing journalism. He's telling us, hey, Blade's happening next year. Run with that. He gave us 4 words. Blade's filming next year. That's not journalism. That's just me.
Yeah, you sound like an English teacher or something. Like
that's just me.
Who has 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5. And if you only have 4 words in it, it's not a journalism. It can be a journalism.
Okay, well then, hey, in your 828, he's a journalist, and my 838, he's definitely a scooper. He's Daniel RPK.
I believe real journalism is like being on the field, and I'm talking to different people, not just using connections. But that's just my opinion. So now you physically got to be somewhere. What if he attends the Comic-Con every year?
We don't even know what well, I guess we don't have to know what he looks like. But we don't even know what he looks like. And so I don't does Daniel attend these things? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. He's a scooper.
If he revealed what he looked like, they could limit his access and hurt him.
There it is. You used to have to go to school to that. There you go. You used to be someone with a degree, and that's very true. That is very true.
So you got to be certified by the man. Is that what it is?
No, I don't think you have to be certified because there are a lot of people that are qualified people to do things that have the talent, that have the know-how, that didn't go to school or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I agree. I do agree on that part. But I still think when it comes to that part of the journey, he's just not a journalist.
Gotcha. That was fun. I'm done now. A picture of Mahershala back while sitting in the chair marked Blade on the set is more believable. We're not getting that. But hey, Daniel RPK, appreciate you.
We can, since we're on here on the front here, we can go ahead and talk about Ironheart. Just a little, since we're doing little topics here. Been asked a lot about Ironheart. What was Ironheart's future? Ding, 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 ding. For those of you that watch the show, we all know that Ironheart ended with her seemingly making a deal with Mephisto. And if that deal was made with Mephisto, then I'm trying to find that exact article here.
You want the article? I wanted to show the numbers.
Oh, you can show the numbers. You can show the Nielsen numbers.
That, if you look at streaming shows, number 6, it charted everyone with 3 episodes, with 3 times as much as what Daredevil had, which was weekly episodes. Matter of fact, Daredevil did open with 2 episodes, but it didn't chart. This made the chart, quote unquote. This is the goal. This is why 3 episodes were released at Andor, and of Ironheart. It's so that millions of minutes, as it says here, millions of minutes were watched, that they succeeded in the goal of appearing here on this Nielsen website and other places that document who the top 10 were of that week. So this is June 23 all the way to June 29. The show released on the 24th. It had 6 days to appear, and yes, it successfully charted. I'm always going to tell you that it was 3 episodes that was released, and that wasn't the intention, but that doesn't matter to what they think about. They think as long as we're on this chart, we're happy. 526 millions of minutes, that's not that much when you consider what Squid Game did, but Squid Game is a juggernaut, right? It's a phenomenon. Same with Love Island, right? But shows like The Bear, 917. I don't know what you think, Darius, but this is just, even with 3 episodes, that's the best you can do. I think this is worrisome, but to them, they did it. They charted. Daredevil didn't. We won. Good job, Disney. You got what you wanted.
I mean, sure. As far as her future within the MCU, they're claiming that because she met with Mephisto at the end and the deal was made, that Ironheart will not be joining the Young Avengers like most think. She'll be joining the Midnight Suns. And this is the scoop that is currently out there. That is that her meeting with Mephisto was the stepping stones for her joining the Midnight Suns. Now, do I believe that she joins the Midnight Suns? I don't know. Maybe. It's the MCU. We know that every team within the MCU, every event and things like that are not what we sometimes think they should be or what we know them to be in the comics. They are the MCU's version. And the MCU's version of the Midnight Suns may have a Riri Williams on it. And not Iron Man, like some people had in their lineups when fan casting for the Midnight Suns. It may be Riri Williams. So we'll see. We'll see. But that's all that's really out there. I mean, there's nothing else out there about Ironheart. And, the reason that there's something else out there about Ironheart is because no one's talking about Ironheart. No one was looking for Ironheart. No one's talking about Ironheart. Ironheart, again, was another show that was like Black Widow. That was like Thunderbolts. That was like Eternals. Wrong time. No one cared. You were expecting people to care about a character that you forcefully pushed into Black Panther 2. That was in 2022. This film came out this year. That was 3 years ago. We haven't seen her since then. And then her show takes place 3 days after her appearance in Black Panther. And we don't see the Wakandans at all. So you're expecting us to care about this character that you forcefully put into a show. Like or put into this movie. Maybe if the Wakandans would have shown up, not just mentioning the Wakandans. And then again, not to say that I didn't enjoy Ironheart. I said it on Twitter. I enjoyed Ironheart. Did I watch the last 3 episodes? No. Did I watch the first 3 episodes? Yes. Did I enjoy them? Yes. Why did you not watch the last 3 episodes? Well, I saw what I needed to see because Twitter does what Twitter does, and it showed me Mephisto. That's the only reason that I was really interested in Ironheart from the get-go, other than me being Issa Rae and supporting it because it's black. That's it. I can't give you anything else for Ironheart. I can't give you like, oh, gee, Willikers. Where's she going to show up next? I can't wait to see her in the Midnight Suns. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope she's not in the Midnight Suns. Quite frankly, I don't even want her on the Young Avengers. But that's just me. Is that a good enough Ironheart spiel for you?
Yeah, it's good enough for me. Disney did want this. They put out the show in 2 weeks with very little promotion. Young Avengers / Champions ain't happening. Only teen I want on the Midnight Suns is Nico Minoru.
She's the young. What is she? She's not really a wizard. She's magic. She's
Strange Academy.
Yeah, Strange Academy. She made the most recent appearance in Spider-Man, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the animated show. Cool character. She's in the Midnight Suns video game.
Ironheart's a post-Secret Wars problem. I don't believe I thought Dominic Thorne's name on the chair for Avengers Doomsday.
Well, you also have to remember that Kevin Feige made it very clear that some of those characters that we saw in phases 4 and 5, we will never see again.
Good
His
luck.
wording was it is all about timing, right place and right time. But he ultimately ended it with some of them we will never see again.
Who's that character? Who's that superhero that Moon Knight had in? The woman with the wings?
The one they made, I have no idea. I don't even remember her name.
Yeah.
Oh, the Scarlet. No,
Scarlet Scarab.
Scarab. Yeah, the Scarab, something like that.
Never seen her
Her.
again? Not once?
We're probably never seeing her again. We're probably never seeing anyone from Secret Invasion again besides Cheadle and Fury. That's it. We're never gonna see Amelia Clark again as a Super Skrull. I don't think so.
She's so damn expensive.
And that was just awful. When we even talk about Marvel projects, I don't even remember Secret Invasion. I don't even remember Secret Invasion.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I don't think we'll see them again. I don't think we'll see Harry Styles as Star Fox again.
Oh. How about Hercules?
Maybe that one.
Yeah, maybe. He's white. He's good. He can go from 0 to hero just like that.
Yeah, we'll probably never see that again.
Stemina says, it's not why Andor had that release strategy that it did, Chill. Please don't speak on matters you willingly choose not to stay abreast of. Tell me why the Andor had episodes that were cut into 40 minutes long, but then they released 3 at a time. Why did they cut them into episodes instead of just making long, 90 minutes worth of content and calling that an episode? Why was it cut into 3 episodes? What they could do is destroy the 616 and other worlds and bring everyone into the Fantastic Four world for the reset. That'd be interesting.
They should do that.
And then that would make me want to rewatch the Fantastic Four movie, because my biggest gripe, I don't want to be repetitive, but it's not in the same universe, so I don't really care about what happens in the world. I don't care that Galactus wants to eat the world. It's like, it's a fake place. This is a place that I'll never revisit. But anyways,
that's just not that. Okay, so now that we're kind of past the first weekend, and I'm only always giving the first weekend when it comes to things that I know or spoilers or anything. It's not the last time we're going to be in that world. It's not. That's why everybody at the beginning.
Last time.
I wouldn't even say that. That's why everybody at the beginning was saying, "Oh, the world's going to be destroyed. It doesn't matter." In credits, world's still there. As I told everyone, I didn't tell everyone. The scoop came, and I told everyone here that it wasn't going to happen. That wasn't our world. It wasn't their world. And from what we know from scoops, again, that the same scoops that got this entire film correct and the same scoops that got Superman correct, we will revisit this world more than you think. There's a reason it wasn't destroyed.
All right.
But I do agree with Lawrence and everybody else on Twitter that's been saying that 828, if that's the one that it is, I believe it was 828, should be the main MCU timeline. It's the most comic book MCU world we've ever been to. Everything was established already. You had Reed fucking talking about security with the local police that he established for certain areas that known comic book villains were popping up we've seen the Fantastic Four go against in comics. Like, that's like, do that. Like, in the main timeline, the MCU, it's like they're afraid to do that. Like, oh, we can't say Miles Morales. Oh no, we can't say Norman Osborn, or like, no, we can't say that Doctor Strange is up the street. Like, we can't, like, it's like we're tiptoeing on heroes literally being next door. But here, it's like this whole world was already fleshed out, built, just like James Gunn's Superman world. They already had it established. It's already there. Like, yeah, so yeah, I completely agree.
Junior says we'll be back on 828. It's a nod to Jack Kirby. Yeah, again, not to be repetitive, but isn't in Multiverse of Madness, we visited Earth 838, and this one's called 828. So similar. The reason for numbering these things is so we know the differences, and I mean, 2 and 3 is not a big enough difference, if you ask me. If Reed will lead the Avengers, then his world will be home base. Yeah. Or if he's the lead actor in the movie, not the lead of the Avengers, but the lead actor of the movie, then it's not the same thing. which is what I think that leak. Who said it? Pedro Pascal said it. I think that's what he meant. Maybe Matt Shackman said it.
What did they
You know,
say?
that the lead is going to be Pedro Pascal.
Oh, Matt Shackman said that.
It was Matt Shackman, right? So he maybe misspoke. Not maybe, for sure misspoke, but
For sure
I
misspoke.
still like him.
And I for sure misspoke. We said this last week. I feel like if, just again, it's the MCU, so they're going to do what they want to do. But if you know the Secret Wars story, you know how this timeline or this whole thing plays out. Reed is not just an important character. He's one of the important characters of the story. So he has to be a main character.
You got to hear what Matt Shackman said recently. Did you? They were talking about The Thing, Ben Grimm.
And he's a New Yorker, too.
But you put him in a Boston hat in this movie.
No, I put him in a Brooklyn Dodgers hat.
Oh my God, I'm an idiot.
Yeah. No.
Wow.
In
No,
my retro
Wow.
future 60s, the Brooklyn Dodgers don't go to LA. They stay.
I saw the B and I was like, wait a second, they're in New York. And I didn't. I'm an idiot for not even catching.
Well, it's funny. It's in the comics where there's a run. I can't remember whose it is. They made him a Yankee fan, and it didn't sit right with me because those are the fat cats. That's the Upper East Side. Like, that doesn't make sense. So I talked to Neil Kirby, who's Jack's son, and I was like, he'd be a Dodger fan, right? And he was like, oh yeah, I was a Dodger fan. He'd be a Dodger.
Wait, do you have a
fan.
baseball
Absolutely.
team?
Do I have a baseball
Yeah.
team? Angels. Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah,
I'm a
grew up on
Yankees
the
guy.
West
So
Coast.
that's why I saw the B. I'm a Yankees guy. I was like, wait a second, hold on.
Right. Yeah. And he's a New Yorker.
Did you hear that?
You put him in a.
Did
What
you
was the-
see the level of dedication that this man put into a hat that a character was wearing? Nah, you see, this is his character. He's on Yangtze Street. He's on the rougher edges. He wouldn't be with that hoity-toity New York Yankees. He'd be with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And in the world I'm creating is Dodgers. Let me actually call Jack Kirby's son. Hey, what team? That level of dedication is only going to be commended here on Chillmonger. I love it.
Yeah, Matt Shackman had my heart with WandaVision. I will forever stand by WandaVision. I will forever say that WandaVision is without a doubt. I know people like to argue Loki, but Loki is a close second. But WandaVision is the best thing they've ever done on Disney Plus. And he was in charge of that. So when they said that he was going to do Fantastic Four, foot in the door already, and then after we saw Fantastic Four, brilliant. Matt Shackman is that guy. Now, I don't want to hear talks about, Matt Shackman for Secret Wars. No. I like the idea of whoever said it in the chat on Thursday. I think Nova would be great for him, a next move for him. They're trying to figure out Nova. He handles space really well. He showed that in Fantastic Four. He handles just that whole sci-fi fantastical world well, and I think that fits for Nova. So I like Shackman a lot. I like him.
Let Matt do X-Men, please. The dude is thorough. If Matt did the research, then did he misspeak on Reed leading the Avengers? Again, I think it was him leading the movie as being the main actor. That's what I think it was, more so than leading the Avengers.
Yeah, he knew what he was saying.
Any red flags though? Like Nate Moore told me, we try not to look for these guys who know too much about the comics. Any red flags?
No, Nate Moore doesn't work for the company anymore, so nope, no red flags for me.
Thank you, Matt Shackman. I need a Fantastic Four sequel ASAP, and I need Matt Shackman to be the head guy of Marvel Cosmic Stories. Hey, you got him in the clubhouse. He already developed WandaVision. This is a second go at it. Keep these guys. You might actually get better movies. I'm excited for Destin Daniel Cretton. It'll be his third movie. Shang-Chi was 1. Wonder Man was 2. I don't care about it. And then Spider-Man Brand New Day is his third thing that he's got going on. So he knows the ins and outs, what to do, what not to do. Let's see what Destin Daniel Cretton can do when these guys are basically what Bryce Dallas Howard is, or Rick Famuyiwa is, Carl Weathers before he passed, what he was for Lucasfilm when they had that little group that Favreau and Filoni were all part of. I want to see what they got over here.
For sure.
The Russo brothers. Sorry, one more
Go
point.
ahead.
The Russo brothers have done 4 movies. These are going to be their 5th and their 6th. And we're like, they know what to do. They know how to create a good Marvel movie. And so I'm interested more knowing that we've got capable storytellers who already have experience in Marvel, who know Kevin Feige's BS and his scripts that are not completed and still writing. Like the Raven actress told us, the Raven actress was like, it's still in, I don't know if I have more scenes to shoot yet. We're still writing. We need directors who have handled it before and came up with good movies. That's what I was gonna say.
Yep, agreed. We're on Fantastic Four. Let's talk opening weekend for Fantastic Four.
$218 million is where we're sitting at.
And is this included with Sunday?
Should be. Yeah, it should be.
There's no way it's included with Sunday. The reason I say there's no way it's included with Sunday is because these were Saturday mornings numbers. Sunday mornings numbers, rather. I'm sorry. Sunday hadn't passed.
I know. But it's normal for them on Sunday afternoon or something to just predict what the Sunday nights are going to be. Every other day they don't do that, but on Sundays they do that.
Okay, so they're saying that the final opening weekend numbers for Fantastic Four were 218.
Yeah, these are not the actuals, but when the actual numbers do come out, it'll fluctuate by 1 million or 2 million or something. But we can safely go with 218.
Some of the other things that they said for Fantastic Four's opening weekend was that Fantastic Four made only 4.5 million, much less than those like the Marvels, 11.5 million, and Brave New Fucking Shit, 10.5 million. 2 weeks ago, Superman debuted with 7 million, and this is the worst opening weekend for Marvel Studios in a decade in China.
Wow.
The Marvels opened with 11.5 million in China. Interesting.
What is a Chinese release historically? Let me go to, I don't know, what's a good movie to compare it to? Avengers? That would be too extreme, but I'll go to Avengers. Let's see. The Avengers opening weekend for Endgame.
Do Eternals. The Endgame, that's not fair.
It didn't have a Eternals didn't have a release.
Oh, it did not. Shang-Chi did not either.
Nah.
You can't compare that either.
The Chinese release opened to $175 million. Opened in Endgame. So that's the ceiling, basically. We know what's the most possible that you can get is 175. And what was it this week? 7 million? What was it?
What F4 made in China?
Yeah. You just said it. What did it open?
4.5 million.
Okay, 4.5 million. That's bad. Let's go to I think Wakanda Forever.
I mean, well, they gave examples here. The Marvels 11.5, Brave New Shit 10.5.
What's happening? Why are things dipping? Okay, Wakanda Forever original release territories China. Wakanda opened to 5 million, almost 6 million in China. And overall, they only grossed 15. That's disgustingly low. So what's happening? Are they appearing in less movie theaters?
I don't know.
Yeah, what's going on? Because if I went to the first Black Panther, I know it wasn't no 5 million opening. I know it was something way bigger. I think it was like 100 million overall. Let me go to the first Black Panther. First Black Panther, original release, territories China. Overall, they made 105 million and they opened to 65 million. So it was okay in 2018, but somewhere along the line, maybe James Gunn was right when he was saying like America isn't so popular the rest of the world. Maybe.
I mean, we always do this dance when we have these conversations about what's happening, what's going on. And I really don't think it's as complex as some conversations like some that we've had either here on Pantheon or that I've seen with other conversations on other YouTubers channels. It's really not like this deep diving Da Vinci Code thing to crack. It's people are sick of Marvel. It doesn't matter if it's this country, the next country. Yeah, there you go. What Blue just said. It doesn't matter if it's this country, the next country, or the next. It's people are sick of watching Marvel movies because it's just not. I mean, we've done the dissecting, we've done the breakdowns of where the cracks might have started showing at what time when projects. But we've done the Bob Chapek conversation, we've had the creatives hands-off conversation, we've had the more quality less or more quantity less quantity more quality conversation. We've had all the conversations. The simple thing is people are sick of watching bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that's the Fantastic Four, because I think the Fantastic Four is, no pun intended, fantastic. But when you overall look at the Fantastic Four, I think it's, again, a great film. I really do. I've seen it twice. I think it's a great film. There's not a lot of action. There's a lot of leaning on the carrying of it all on, the motherhood and the family tone and the togetherness. It's a more serious Marvel film. I did like that. It still doesn't lean on the funny like a lot of the others, but it's not, again, the word we used was Superman, spectacle. It's not spectacle. I was having a conversation with a friend yesterday about Doomsday, and they were talking to me about the post-credit scene for Fantastic Four, and they didn't move the needle and things like that. And the one thing I said was, I was on Twitter, and I still say it didn't move the needle for me, didn't do anything for me, didn't do anything for. And I've seen a video of a packed theater. I don't know where the fuck they were, but I'm talking like a packed theater. And when that post-credit scene came on, everybody lost their shit as if it was the second coming. So I was like, oh wow, maybe I missed something, or maybe I'm just in the crowd that shit doesn't impress me anymore. But maybe there are people that it still does impress. But I said to him yesterday, no, at the end of the day, you can say, oh, it was a shit post-credit scene. It didn't do this. It didn't do that. When Marvel Studios drops that first trailer, no one's going to give a good goddamn about if Robert Downey Jr. showed his face in Fantastic Four, or if he said anything in Fantastic Four, or if no one's going to care. No one's going to care. So they're going to have everyone, and I don't want. I guess I speak loosely here when I say everyone, because there are some of you boycotting. Right back on the Marvel heels. So we'll see.
Darius is right, but it felt like actually reading a Fantastic Four comic at times. They scientists and explorers, not fighters.
I loved it. I am not knocking Fantastic Four. I want to see it a third time. The film is great. It's not like it's not that, oh, Marvel's back. It's not even, I even said it's like Marvel figured out. I don't even know if it's Marvel figured it out. It's like, it's just refreshing. It's new. It's not the same old. And I like the fact, again, they did not lean into the funny. Not everything is so fucking funny. Like the world's ending, that's not funny. You actually feel the stakes in Fantastic Four. And it starts the minute they go after Silver Surfer. You feel it with the gravity of Galactus when he sends Sue into labor. When they're getting chased by the Silver Surfer, like you feel at any moment they can die. And one of the best parts that I really loved, that I didn't talk about the first time, but I loved it even more my second watch, was when Sue tells Johnny to kill her. She's trying to kill your nephew. Kill her. Yeah. Like you don't ever you don't ever really hear like the seriousness. Like that's what I mean by the stakes are felt. When I'm watching my heroes and she's saying, Johnny, kill her. She's trying to kill your nephew. She wants to, like, the stake that's real. The stakes were high. And you felt that. I haven't felt that in a long time in a Marvel film. I didn't even feel it in No Way Home. No Way Home, the stakes weren't high. It wasn't high like that. Like, I enjoyed No Way Home. No Way Home is in probably my top 5. I don't know. Fantastic Four is, oh, brother. But the stakes were real. It was real.
Superman reportedly grossed $217 million worldwide. 218 is what Fantastic Four made. It's dead tight. Who's going to win this race? Well, we got to see how things take into the next weekend. We got to see the drop into the Monday. We got to see these estimates get actualized, because the Thunderbolts estimates were a little bit higher than what were the actual numbers. So it's tight. It's fun that we made this bet, because we're not going to find out who the winner is. Even next weekend, we can still be able to say, wait, let's give it some more time. Let's see how August plays out. There is no competition in August, so nothing is supposed to like take away from Fantastic Four and Superman. And I guess Jurassic World will probably still be in movie theaters. There's no major competition, no wide release, huge movie in August. So that's like 4 weekends right there where these movies can make their money. Superman has grossed 500. It is past that. That's okay. Now, we can't call this movie a flop. I think once that it hits 500, can we? What was the budget on this thing that they admit to?
They said it was like 3 something. Personally, the audience, the audience, and we can call it whatever the fuck we want to call it. The studio's not calling it that. They're calling it a success. If the studio thinks it's a success, then that's good enough for them. Then they're going to move forward. But they're saying that this was a W for them. And I think this is where we all said it was going to land around that 5 to 6.
I had it above 6.
I did not.
It can make $98 million more. It's not done making its money. Like last weekend here, 7 million, then 9 million, then another 7 million domestically. And this is just domestically. I think that there's a little bit more money in there. You can cross that 600. You don't think so? Well, it's not going to cross it by much. Like I'm not here saying that's a $700 million movie anymore, which is kind of terrible. But we'll see what that does, bro. We'll see what that does, and hopefully the toys and the Fortnite skins and all of the external sources of revenue that are not this movie make sense. You know what's going to happen is that the streaming service Max is going to pay Warner Brothers Pictures like $70 million to be able to acquire the streaming rights, which is just free money. And they're going to call it a tax, a write-off, like it's going to be a business expense, and taxes are going to pay for that. So it's free money for them. I think they're happy with this. They're okay with how it performed, and since the movie did well, then it will make more. It'll generate more happiness and the enthusiasm around Superman could translate over to Supergirl 11 months from now.
Here's something I saw on Twitter. I wish I would have saved it. I think I just liked it, and I don't want to scroll through my likes. But Supergirl comes out the same time as Spider-Man. So you can translate all the hype from Superman you want over to Supergirl. The webhead's going to stomp all over Supergirl. All over Supergirl. Spider-Man, not even those damn dinosaurs are doing anything with Spider-Man. Especially a Spider-Man film where we are rumored to have the return of Savage Hulk and Punishers in it. No. Now, they also said that DC's, this is why I said James needs to stop with these obscure fucking Z-level characters. Clayface is going to be going up against Doomsday. It's like, okay, if I'm James, I'm immediately moving that. There's no way I'm keeping that up in the same month as Doomsday.
Spider-Man Brand New Day is supposed to release July 31, and Supergirl is happening in June 26, I think. There's
so a
time.
month.
It's like 4 weekends. I think we're good. It's not what this was. Superman just had 2 weekends to itself, and then on its third weekend is when Fantastic Four released. And like I said, August has no major competition. They could have just delayed Fantastic Four by 1 weekend, and we could have had both movies do well. I think a third weekend with no competition would have helped Superman a lot.
That is true. There's a month.
Yeah, he chose this fight. Kevin Feige did, because James Gunn says Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. That was in January 2023, and he gave us the release date of the Superman movie.
Where's Jurassic World? Is Jurassic World performing?
I think it crossed 700, bro. It's doing well.
Is it?
So just this last weekend, 3 million, 5 million, 4 million. Yeah, overall it's at 718.
I think it's just because I hate that damn story, and that the whole movie just is ass. They need to stop.
It is doing bad compared to the other Jurassic World.
Well, the last one was real ass. This one was just more ass. They're getting. It's getting bad. Like, I only like the first 3, and I like Chris Pratt's first one. After that, I don't like any. I haven't liked any of them after that first Chris Pratt one. And this one, everybody was praising Scarlett Johansson. Like, what the fuck does she do?
She looked pretty. Try Naruto says, remember how China feel about America right now. Yeah, that's the sentiment that I'm seeing. Tron Ares, Mortal Kombat 2, and Black Phone 2 are going to take over October. That's not taking over. Maybe Tron, maybe if there's that audience for that, but I don't know if takeover is the right word. William says none of them making it past the big Lilo. Facts.
Ooh, that is true what Torian just said too. I forget the Odyssey does come out before Spider-Man, and Tom Holland is also in that. So you're gonna have people, because people, they already put tickets on sale for the Odyssey a year prior, and it's sold out. What the fuck for? I don't know, but it's sold out. And so you'll have the hype of people seeing Tom Holland and John Bernthal in that, and then it's like, oh shit, now they're throwing on the capes, and they're taking on Hulk. We just watch them take on, again, the Odyssey story. We just watch them take on witches, fucking Cyclopses, and all types of other shit. Now I'm about to go watch them take on the Hulk. Supergirl who? James Gunn who?
Okay. Why would Max have to pay for streaming rights? It's their movie. Just it's funny. It's like it shouldn't be legal, but they will pay. Flop. Nah, we're not flopping. All DC got to do is make good movies. That's all. Yep. Spider-Man's going to kill Supergirl. I think there's too many. There's a gap. I don't think it'll kill it. The Running Man might be a sleeper hit. And if it's a hit, it'll be a sleeper hit. Yeah. They spinning the block again on the DC versus Marvel. Yep, they are.
Mm-hmm.
They will probably move dates. Spider-Man, Hulk, and Punisher is one money. That's 1.5 billion off rip. Yeah. Spidey don't play, but I thought it was pushed again. I don't remember hearing that report.
It's still 2026. They start filming today.
Ooh.
Filming starts today. Let me see the last report that was on it.
Well, there is some room because Supergirl comes out a whole month before Spider-Man. That's what I said. And that's another $1 billion for Spidey. Yeah, it's going to be $1 billion. It's a summer release. The audience is happy with Spider-Man. Oh, yeah, we're good.
Maybe not today, but this week. It starts filming this week. Brand New Day is the next MCU film to release. Filming starts this week.
Clayface budget's going to be 60 to 80 million, so they should be okay. Yeah, they'll make their money back. Then.
Yeah, of course, because it's we all know, he had said that the budget was as low as it was. I'm talking in terms of people giving a fuck. Uh-huh. So I think it's even premature to say that they would make their money back. Of course, they're probably going to make 70 to 80 million dollars back, but we're going to be talking about Clayface in the same year that we're talking about Robert Downey Jr. with 60 plus other characters in an Avengers film we haven't seen the Avengers since 2019. He's still building his universe, but this is why you just don't put this much into a Clayface, into Sergeant Rock, or any of these others.
Darius, also a huge non-comic book movie is coming out the week before Spider-Man, Brett.
That's the one we just read.
Okay, sorry. He said to read his chat. Let's go to Iconic says they need to end this series. Huh?
I understand that Clayface is not trying to be a big event film. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we are still talking about Clayface in the same year and close to the same month that we're going to be talking about the Avengers.
Don't sleep on the horror aspect of Clayface. The horror genre makes hella money, and people love horror films. That's what people say about women superheroes, right? Don't sleep on that. Supergirl's going to attract that woman audience, Wonder Woman did it.
Okay. Clayface Avengers. Okay.
I'm with you, Darius. I don't know what these guys are talking about. Let's move on to something else. There is other news out in the world. There's that rumor that Robert Downey Jr. Marvel Studios is considering keeping RDJ as Doom after Secret Wars. According to a new report, let me do the thing where we're on the side. Better. According to a new report, Marvel is mulling over whether to keep Downey as Dr. Doom. after Secret Wars. We also have updates on Ghost Rider and the Blade movie. Iron Man star Robert Downey bid farewell to the MCU in 2019. He'll return to the franchise as Doom in Secret Wars. The casting has divided opinions and raised concerns that Victor Von Doom will be an Iron Man variant. We'll have to wait and see on that, and rumors are already swirling about which reality the new multiverse saga's big bad hails from. May I chime in? I'm not worried that he'll be the Iron Man variant. I'm worried and I'm raising concerns he won't be an Iron Man variant. And it'll just be, what a coincidence. He looks like Tony Stark. I want him to be a variant. Today's Scooper. Yeah?
Well, I know they lied and can lie or whatever to save what they want to reveal in the film, but Russo's did say, like, what, day damn 2 of SDCC last year, that this is not a variant. This is him.
Yeah. I hope they're lying. Like Garfield, he lied. Scooper Daniel Rickman brings word that Marvel Studios is currently discussing having Downey continue to play a Doom after Secret Wars is released in 2027. We'd imagine the success of Fantastic Four First Steps has something to do with that, as it makes perfect sense for Marvel's first family to share the screen with Doom after his quest to save the multiverse fails. Whether Downey wishes to stick around remains to be seen, but Victor deserves to be more than just a one-off big bad. Darius, you feel like Downey is going to be worried about sticking around? He got his Oscar with Nolan. He's fine. He can go back to these superhero movies.
I don't know. There were reports a while back that that he was going to remain as Dr. Doom in the MCU. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if he stays for real. But that's not just coming from this. Kevin Feige, when he did that big interview, what was it, last weekend or whatever, he also said, I'm trying to find it right here, more RDJ. Hold on, let me find the exact quote.
Do you realize how stupid this plan sounds? Everybody go be like, why is Tony Stark in this Doom outfit? Let's see the movie play out. He may not even be playing Doom. They could be lying to us, and he's actually back as Tony Stark Iron Man. My theory is Franklin Richards trying to fix a Doom face, and he's the reason Doom looks like Tony Stark. Robert Downey Jr. not stick around. He costs too much money. I think that's the dumbest shit I can think of if RDJ stays as Doom. Yeah, Feige has lost all my respect as an executive. He already lost it. Why acting like today? This is the line. I know you, Blue. You've been against him. I personally want to see new actors play these roles.
This is what he said. It was a Variety, July 20th. Kevin Feige on Marvel Studios' future, focusing on lower budgets, less TV, and more Robert Downey Jr. So, just going off of what he said, and then you go off of what My Time to Shine Hello said way before the Variety interview even took place, that Robert Downey Jr., she had put out on her Twitter that Robert Downey Jr. was going to continue on as Dr. Doom even after Secret Wars. So if we are to kind of just reading the tea leaves here and kind of putting this together, if we're to believe that, and then kind of, he didn't say Robert Downey Jr. after Secret Wars, he just said more Robert Downey Jr. I feel like that would imply, when they were speaking the future of the MCU, that would imply after Secret Wars. So, if he stays on as Doom, I can't really speak to it now because I haven't seen him as Doom in Avengers Doomsday or Secret Wars. I can only speak to what I've said when they casted him. I think it's lazy. I also think it's on their part, just them also being scared, thinking that Robert Downey Jr. is the only name that can put asses in the seats in their failing state that they're currently in, and I think that they're wrong on that. There were plenty of other names that they could have gone with for Dr. Doom that would have done numbers for them. We're talking about Marvel's greatest villain here. If done correctly, I don't know. There's nothing really stopping you here. Marvel has always been good at casting. We just watched a fantastic casted Fantastic Four, and the casting there was great. So I don't this continuing on as Dr. Doom after it just again speaks to maybe you don't have it all figured out. Maybe you guys people are talking about, oh, after Secret Wars it's gonna get better. They're gonna get it together. Da 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 da. Making mistakes like this, again, I can't say it's a mistake. I haven't seen the man as Doom, but we'll see.
They're desperate. I'm not a fan of the Doom casting either. To be fair, to have 2 event movies and Doom still be around afterwards would be its own kind of anticlimactic. You think because Doom would need to be defeated? Like, that's the end of the event, Doom's dead?
I was watching, rarely watching a New Rockstars video that they did on their theory of Doom. And again, if this is to be believed that Doom is going to be Robert Downey Jr. afterwards, and it shits on their theory, but his theory was that, and this wasn't mine, I said immediately when I saw, again, we've all seen Fantastic Four. I hope you have by now. If not, sorry, spoilers.
You're in the wrong place if you haven't seen it.
When Latveria was when they had the meeting with the world leaders and Latveria was shown in the 2 empty seats, no one was there for Latveria. I thought to myself, okay, so he is from this universe. He's from this universe, and you know why we're not seeing him in this moment is because they want to hide him. Obviously, it's RDJ. Blah 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 blah. What he could be doing, I don't know. It's Doom. He could be doing anything off screen. New Rockstar's theory was that is a different Doom who is not fully realized to be Dr. Doom yet. And his supporting behind that is because the Fantastic Four already have their villains that they fought, like Mandragon, or Dragon Man. They fought Diablo. They fought Red Ghost and some others. But they hadn't fought Doom yet, and Doom hadn't been mentioned. He was like, well, maybe Doom is just leader of Latveria, not really realized to be Doom yet. And then that is going to be the way that they have Victor Von Doom come in as in the main MCU timeline with a new actor, because that Doom is sitting back waiting right now, seeing how getting frustrated with Reed, I guess, and then finally going to come up and be Dr. Doom. I don't know that they're doing that. I don't know. Everybody has their different theories. I do truly believe that they are trying to keep RDJ. Oh Lord, they released the first trailer for Eyes of Wakanda.
I saw that. I'm gonna go to the Discussing Films Twitter and tweet something underneath it.
We'll get to that one. We'll get to that one in a minute.
They launched the trailer 12 seconds ago. What should I type underneath the trailer? No T'Challa, no dollar. I see a Black Panther in the trailer.
I said that.
This. I just skipped towards the end. You'll see it now. There, a Black Panther. I'm gonna say unless that Black Panther is T'Challa.
Okay, well now you have to play the whole thing.
Okay, but this is more important because the earlier you type a comment, I'm gonna say we're not interested because someone's gonna say who's we. Yeah, you can continue with the show.
Yeah, on RDJ, really, that's it. Just it's a rumor right now. We'll see if he's going to be continued on as Dr. Doom. As I said, I guess I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong in my feelings that it didn't move the needle for me, but I did see that video that's going around Twitter of that packed theater that had major reactions to him. I did post a poll on my Instagram asking my people that follow me, and they said no, it didn't excite them, but we'll see. I mean, as I was talking about it too, Spider-Man's the next thing. We've got Wonder Man and Vision Quest, where I'm assuming Doom is not going. Robert Downey Jr. is not showing up in a Disney Plus project. So Spider-Man is the next thing. So what we know about Spider-Man so far is that it involves Savage Hulk and that involves the Punisher, and what the exact plot is, not sure. However, there's things out there, but however, where does Dr. Doom pop up in that? What is that? Is that a post-credit scene where he pops up and then but then from that, the next thing is Doomsday. And again, I'm saying that all this time up until Doomsday, and we haven't seen Doom, but when they drop that trailer, is it really going to matter? Blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. It's just we've yet to see him. But again, is that really going to matter when they drop the trailer? Who's really going to care? That's it on Doctor Doom. That's it on Robert Downey Jr. For what we know so far. As more comes out, we'll let you know. Since Marvel dropped that trailer for Eyes of Wakanda that comes out August 1st on Disney Plus, we'll go ahead and play that trailer.
For Eyes of Wakanda?
Yeah.
Will do. After I find it.
The Iron Fist in there is the female Iron Fist. I saw that a few days ago.
Iron Fist. How about I just go to Twitter instead of YouTube?
Yeah, I don't know how you lost the trailer. Didn't you just comment on it?
Let's go.
Wakanda is a kingdom of many secrets. Spies like you and me sent out across the world to do the missions that Wakanda does not want known.
Secrecy is essential to Wakanda's security. Be a ghost.
The time to act is now.
We fight for home, for Wakanda.
Well, once again, the Scoopers got it right. There were things in those trailer sequences that were released 2 years ago. The Horde, the Trojan War, Iron Fist, all those other things. Of course, something else that was leaked is No T'Challa, and that was seen also, No T'Challa. But they told you, Marvel Studios also told you No T'Challa, so no one should be surprised there that T'Challa is not in this. This is supposedly years before T'Challa's existence and things like that. One of the things that I am wanting to see if it is in this show, if it leaks out or not leaks out, if the videos...
Kevin Feige said, how do we...
if the videos come out of it or something like that, I would like to see if they are using the time traveling stuff in here. Because if so, then hello, you have that technology. There's no point for Wakanda to not be using said technology.
So interesting thing is that T'Challa can appear on Disney Plus in animation. See, it's the one where they make him a boy.
Who said he couldn't?
X-Men 97. Because in X-Men 97, he couldn't appear. It had to be King T'Chaka. To Steve call him T'Chaka.
Sir, King T'Chaka is right.
So now, like, we set the precedence. T'Challa can show up. And he shows up in a show where he's a boy. Everyone's a boy. I understand that, everyone. But that's the box that was open now. It's no longer too soon to make T'Challa appear. But then we get to what we all just watched with Eyes of Wakanda, which, as you can see, he's not a part of. You get it? Yeah. Let me wash my eyes out with something better. Here we got some Ianu trailer footage.
It is time I told you all I know about your parents and the Age of Wonders.
We're gonna learn about her parents and the Age of Wonders. I'd play more, but they are gonna strike us.
Before you even play it, I would
I'm not
even
gonna
ask
play
I'd ask the audience who watches Ayanu.
Everybody here watches Ianu.
I don't think so. I think you are maybe one of the only ones. Maybe there might be 2 or 3 others here, but who
Everyone
watches
in
Ayanu?
the last few months has gone on HBO Max and says, "Let me stream this 10-episode series of Ianu."
Okay. So I'm
He said
curious.
yes.
I'm curious from the chat who's watching Ayanu.
Everyone's watching Ianu, bro. Clean your eyes out of that Wakanda whatever stuff. Eyes of Wakanda. You got to see Yanu. You got to see. No idea
Yeah.
who that character is. Well, there's a Dark Horse comic waiting for you to check this out because they're adapting that into animation. I keep forgetting to start Ianu. I can't lie. It won't make it past season 2. You
Okay,
should
so
watch it. We covered
so
it
my
together.
questions have been answered by these first few comments. Someone said I started. I keep forgetting to even start. Can't lie. LOL. Never heard of it. Haven't seen watching TV at all. You had somebody that even covered it with you that said it won't make it past the second season. My thing with Ayanu is not that it's, oh, I'm shitting on it or anything because it's a black. It's when it comes to certain things, like for me, I'm speaking for me. I can't speak for everyone. I even if I wasn't boycotting Black Panther franchise within Marvel Studios, I still wouldn't watch Eyes of Wakanda because the animation doesn't hit for me. Everybody keeps telling me, Darius, watch Earth's Mightiest Heroes. The animation, I can't. It's tough for me to do. Disney's animation or DC's animation.
Yeah.
They nail it. They nail that shit. The reason I don't watch Ayanu is because I'm not being funny. I've said this before. It looks like Sagwa. It looks like what's the girl with the bunny and her brother, Max and Ruby. It looks like something I used to watch on PBS. So I'm not interested in that type of animation. And from what I've seen that you've shown me, I'm also not interested from story plot points and things either. If they want to make a black project cartoon that gets people excited, me excited, again, can't speak for people, it's going to have to come a little bit different.
You don't like this.
I
Chef
don't.
says lazy animation.
I don't. Again, Sagwa.
Is it
Sagwa.
because it's one tone, like there should be more shading. Like, what's so lazy about it?
Sagwa. PBS. Dragon Tales. Arthur. It's giving that.
All right. Well, there's gonna be a movie. I don't know if it's a TV movie or a theatrical movie, but there is a movie, The Age of Wonders, and it'll give you the history of this world. Coming on Cartoon Network, August 30. That's pretty soon. That's next month. Wow. They're moving.
Cartoon Network exists? I thought they killed that company.
So why would it say it's coming on Cartoon Network then?
I don't. That's why I'm asking. That
You
is
don't
why
have
I'm
TV?
asking.
You don't have cable?
I don't. I only use streaming. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, were we not all Cartoon Network kids in like mourning because Cartoon Network died?
It's on HBO Max the next day, okay? You can stream it. So August 31.
So they're sending projects to dead networks. Okay. I think that speaks to their confidence in Ayanu also. There's literally a video on YouTube called The Death of Cartoon Network from 2024. I thought last year was the mourning period of Cartoon Network. So I don't know why they tell people that it's streaming on or it's going to be on Cartoon Network. I know that I guess since Max owns Cartoon Network, maybe that's what they mean.
Okay, but some of these comments are late and I gotta highlight them. He says that I need more action, which means he watched it. He says that it looks fine. I liked season 1. People watch it.
Profess watched it. He's the only person in all the comments that you've gotten that has said anything positive.
All right.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah,
I'm just saying
sure.
you keep showing us Ayanu and it's like not grabbing people.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
No, but I'm gonna keep on talking about it. Like it's a comic book. It has fantasy elements, and the world, like this genre that we talk about. We talk about Superman. We can talk about Ianu.
Okay.
Picking Darius. Got it.
Is it? Really?
Yeah.
Then why were they talking about Cartoon Network dying last year? Why is there a thing up that says 1992 to 2002? Like, what was this a fever dream? Like the whole what's the light skinned nigga? What's his name? Sinbad as a genie movie that everybody says isn't real, but it's real. Am I making this up? Kazam? No, that was Shaq. Am I making this up? Cartoon Network didn't die?
I guess not.
Okay, I'll let it go.
You want to get on Avatar: Fire and Ash?
Yes, since we're reacting to trailers, let's react to Avatar: Fire and Ash.
No fire yet.
Have you not seen the trailer?
No.
Oh, wow.
The strength of the ancestors is here.
It's better in IMAX. A bigger screen.
Spider.
You cannot live like this, baby. In hate.
If there's something you can do, then you must do it.
Are they gonna team up with bad guys?
Yes.
No, Spider. And we will find another way. Your goddess has no dominion here.
Bro.
That's an
Now
interesting twist.
Now you want to talk about a good damn trailer. That's great. Now, see, I my reaction's a little lackluster just because it leaked a week ago on Twitter. I saw it then, and then I saw it. Now my reaction to IMAX was high because it was on this gigantic screen. This is a it's like all of them, like the other two. They're beautiful. They're beautiful, and it looks like it's going to be I'm with Stamina. Day one, I am there. It looks like it's going to be so damn good. So the Ash people, what they've told us, are exiled or banished Nabi people.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So
that's the only way I'll accept that, because I don't want to hear that the humans came over to the Fire and Ash folks and they're like, hey, we should fight the water people or the forest people. No, they were already exiled, so they already have a bone to pick. You'll help us if we join the humans. You'll help us, and we can get our planet. We can get our place back. Sure, we'll do it. And the humans are gonna lie and they're gonna kill all of them. This happens in the real world, right? Like the power will America. They'll be like, oh yeah, this is a little militia over here. We're gonna fund you. We're gonna give you all the money. Go take over the government. Yeah, good. Hey, it turns out that we actually don't care about you guys, and we're gonna screw you guys over afterwards. This happens. This is great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be great. Yeah. It's
And-
going
and
to
it
be
looked good.
great.
And it
It-
continued with some of the characters that we remember from, like the girl. I don't remember these guys' all names. I'm sorry, but the pretty girl who he liked, and he was interested in.
Mhm.
He's in there, and we can tell their faces apart, which is great too. Sigourney Weaver's character, I saw a Kitty, I think her name. No, Kitty was the younger one.
It's going to be interesting to see Zoe Saldana's characters, I forget names as well, relationship with the main character, her husband's relationship throughout this film. Jake, yes, throughout this film. Just from that one scene, when he's telling her, you have to let go of all this hate. I wonder what in context they are talking about there.
I know. Spider. She hates Spider. Like she was willing
Oh,
to
well.
sacrifice him in the other movie.
Yeah, but it could have been Spider. It could not have been Spider. She could be talking about the banished Nabi people. She may have history with them that Jake doesn't before he became like them. So they could be talking about that, or I don't know. I really don't know. But it is interesting.
Let me play that part.
You cannot live like this, baby. In hate.
Yeah, the background doesn't really give context to where they are, does it? What are they inside of?
One of those weird Avatar huts. I don't know.
Okay.
Looks like maybe the water people from the back.
2 thumbs up. I like those whale creatures that were really smart, and it looks like one of them comes up and helps during the fighting. What's his name? Talcon? We need more Jake.
Something like that. I remember that.
Neytiri is her name. Neytiri.
Yeah. I'm ready for Avatar. Like I said, the trailer looks great, and the first 2 films are great. Yeah, Jake and Neytiri. I'm excited to see where that conversation and all that. Good movie. Good trailer. Good movies. Good trailer.
Gamora, another 2 million. Tulkan, there it is.
Avatar. When does that come out?
It says December 18?
2026. Or is that this year?
It's coming this year because they wouldn't. December 19th.
December 19th. Yes, that's going to hit. That is going to hit for sure. They use a lot of James Cameron has just been needing the technology to bring his vision to life.
That's the most George Lucas thing to say. Well, the technology for the time wasn't there.
It wasn't. He said that. Could you imagine seeing Avatar? Do you remember I remember seeing the first trailer for the very first Avatar in theaters?
No.
I remember that. And the CGI was on a completely different level. So even the things that he's still continuing to do with it is on a different level.
Yeah. Somebody asked me to check out the box office for China. Avatar 2, the recent one from 2022, they grossed 245 million. So yes, China is important to this franchise.
Oh yeah, China gonna go see them blue folks. They gonna go see them blue folks. I'm ready for it. Ready. One of the next things that we have on the list that also seems like it's going to take a lot of, maybe not as much as James Cameron, but some work as far as technology, is the live action Amazon God of War series. Now, the God of War series was announced, I want to say 3 years ago by Amazon. They had said that they were going to do this series, and this was around the time that everybody was like, oh, well, yeah, look at The Last of Us. It's so great. And this could be really, great as well. It's a video game, and a lot of these companies are trying to adapt video games into series or movies or whatever. I didn't play Last of Us. I played God of War, every one of them. The PSP game was ass. And you really don't need it in telling Kratos' story. But if you just want a complete story, you can play it. But there's the first one, the second, the third, and then of course you go into the fourth and this newest one that they're coming. And then it is now he's in Norse mythology, where he was in Greek mythology. We're hearing the new game that they're working on is supposed to be bringing him back to Greek mythology, is what I thought. But great games, very violent. I mean, violent, very violent. So I'm assuming this has to be that same level of violence. If not, why do you bring it to life if it's not that same level of violence? I'm talking like, when he takes Poseidon's eyes out of his head.
Okay.
Are we seeing stuff like that? Or is it going to be more like toned down TV? Don't know, but the show is coming and it's put on by Amazon. And again, if you played the game, hopefully we'll like the show.
What's Amazon's track record when they're adapting things that are supposed to be video games?
Has Amazon adapted anything that's supposed to be a video game?
Are they doing Warhammer?
I don't know if that's Amazon or not. I don't believe they've adapted anything else that is a video game.
Fallout, yeah.
No.
And Halo was Paramount Plus. Never mind. I hear Paramount Plus is getting like mass cancellations because of the Stephen Colbert thing. Anything CBS is considered taboo now.
Good.
Yes, Warhammer is Amazon Prime. Amazon has The Boys, Gen V, Invincible. You're right.
That is true.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know why I'm thinking about any of those. That's true.
They're all adaptations, and people like them for the most part.
And that's true. The Boys is extremely violent. Invincible is extremely violent. So yes, I would expect this as well. Thank you, Torian, for our God of War to be extremely violent. I mean, it has to be if you're adapting it. Kratos doesn't play that bullshit. You gotta get the voice too, whoever's acting, because you can't get the original. You can't get the. You probably could get. I forget what's the dude's name that plays him in Ragnarok in the newer ones. God, black dude, read it, boy. Forget his name. You possibly could get him. Maybe He wouldn't be my first, second, third, or fourth choice for live action as Kratos, but you possibly could get him. But you got to get that voice. That voice has got to be right.
I thought he was a Samoan. They better come correct with this one. You need a larger than life dude to play Kratos if they want a chance of pulling this off. That's what you just said.
Yeah. Chris Judge. Christopher Judge. Maybe. Like I said, he's not my voice wise. I love him as Kratos. Not my. I love the first voice actor, black guy. Name also escaping me as Kratos, but I don't know that Christopher Judge pulls that off look wise for Kratos in live action. As far as body mass, hell yeah, he's big as fuck. But as far as look, oof, no. Yes, T.C. Carson. Thank you, Professor. T.C. Carson played his voice brilliantly in the first three.
Okay. The more you
have you never? I'm assuming you've never played or done anything God of War.
Nah.
Oh my. Yeah, you are. You're missing out. You're missing out. God of War is. It's great. It's great. Like when you're killing all the gods, it's phenomenal. So yeah, you should watch. You should play God of War. I don't know how big you are into video games, but you should play God of War.
I'm big into Pokemon, so I'm pretty upset with that Pokemon Presents that they had a couple days ago.
through the first game, you kill Ares and you become the god of war. In the second game, you are the god of war, and at the very beginning of the game, you are tricked by Zeus to draining your godly powers into this, and you're Zeus's son, one of his many children, into draining your godly powers into the blade of Olympus, and you do so, and you are then, that's with the huge scar there. Then Zeus stabs it into him and sends him down to Hades. You fight your way out of literal hell to the Sisters of Fate to rewind time, or to jump back to that very moment right before Zeus kills you, to where you have a final battle with Zeus.
Yeah.
And then in the third one.
But you don't like God of War because of that story you told me. It's the gameplay. It's fun to take someone down and watch the health bar get lower and lower.
Oh no, this storyline is phenomenal. This storyline carried for 3 whole games, and it didn't get less interesting. Like the pursuit of Zeus, like, wasn't just a pursuit of Kratos. As me as the player, it was a pursuit of mine. Like, I wanted to kill him. Like, it was like this game is honestly, and I'm not a big video. I used to be when I was a kid a lot more. As an adult, I'm not a big video game player, but God of War is one that I do subscribe to. Like, it's great. It's great. And like when you kill Hermes and take his legs and his little fast shoes, the shoes that they use in this to make him run fast, like, that's all. You finally kill Zeus, which is a little anticlimactic, really. When you finally kill Zeus, you finally get there after 3 games and you kill him, and it could be better.
Maybe they'll improve it in the film.
Maybe.
With
And I wonder, oh God, no. And I wonder, God, no. and I wonder if they're starting with Greek mythology. Are we jumping right into Norse mythology? Which Kratos are we getting? I like the more younger, vengeful, angry Kratos. I know. I do like the more, a little more mellow, I guess you could call him that, father, wiser Kratos. But I'll take that younger, vengeful Kratos any day. That motherfucker went after everything.
Well, you're going to start with the old version, and then he'll get older in age, and by then you're like on your 5th sequel, and you can start adapting the one where Kratos is older. Simple. They're saying it was Norse mythology.
Yeah, they say they're going to adapt the Norse. I mean, that one's cool. It is. I mean, but Kratos, to really understand why Kratos is the way he is, you have to go back to the beginning. I mean, now with the game or with this show, you don't really have to do that. I'm not saying you have to do that for audiences. You can pick up here and it'd be just fine. But I feel like to really tell that, like, there's a reason this motherfucker is the way he is. There's a reason he's not in the Greek mythology world any longer. You see him go through all these different like tasks. Like, you fight Medusa, you go through and fight Kronos and other titans, all the gods. The Sisters of fucking Fate. Now that was a better fight than fighting Zeus. But all of it, yeah. So I was excited for this when they announced it 2-3 years ago. I'm still excited for it. I do want to see this series, so I'm ready. So let's get on to the casting. Some of the things that they did announce for it, or in relation to this. Make sure I have that. They said that the God of War details are season 1 is 10 episodes. Scripts are still being written. Will adapt the Norse era games and focus on Kratos. And little Loki there. And then it says game director Cory Barlog is actively involved. Filming may begin in 2026 at the earliest. This is coming from IGN and Collider.
Okay.
So they're moving forward.
They saw that Sonic money and said, we can do the same thing.
Oh, I bet they can. There's a lot of levers of this series.
Mario money. That Halo love. That was Five Nights at Freddy's. Was that a video game?
Yeah.
See? And they're going, we can do it too. The audience has grown up. Yeah, superhero or video game movies didn't work back in the day, 20 years ago. But now we have generations that have grown up on these sort of video games who want to revisit it in the movies. Minecraft worked. You know, you just got to aim at the right time. And we aimed at young people at a time where video games have never been bigger. People played Minecraft like crazy during lockdown season. So here we go. Video games, they're the next big thing. Marvel Rivals doing well. I heard Kevin Feige's son started asking about Marvel because of Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, and people were doing whole YouTube videos as if that was like major news.
I think it's a newsworthy item.
Is it? Kevin
Yeah.
Feige's son likes Marvel Rivals, along with the 200 million other people that play Marvel Rivals.
You know, but the story is that that's what got him into it.
I know the story. I get it. But how many other kids got into Marvel Rivals because of Marvel Rivals? Kevin Feige's kid is only special because it's Kevin Feige.
Exactly. He's got access. He's got the...
I don't see the special.
He can go to the office of Kevin Feige and look at that huge giant mural. He's got so much Marvel around him that you would think Marvel pajamas, Marvel blankets and pillowcases, toilet paper of Doctor Doom. Like,
but we've heard these stories. That's why I'm like, when people were saying like, oh my gosh, guys, this is so cool. Is it? Like Chris Hemsworth said, my son doesn't want to dress like me. He wants to dress like Star-Lord. We've got all this Thor stuff. He didn't want to be Thor. I mean, it's like, yeah, okay. Like your kid.
You don't see how that's way different though?
You know, I guess not. I guess not. I guess not. I'm looking at it like, okay, Kevin Feige's son liked Marvel Rivals. And he got into it even though his dad's the president, never liked Marvel, but because he played a video game, like kids do, he saw it and fell in love with it. Of course. Why would me listen? No, I'm not getting into the logistics of it. That's just, I didn't see the awe and amazement in it, I guess, that everybody else saw.
Okay. I'm done. I don't want to talk more about a man's family. Like, I never met these guys. I don't know what their situations are. Is he even, he's married, right? So, okay, who cares?
I believe so.
Yeah. Let me not dig deep into that one. What do you want to go to next? We still want to chat about freaking George Lucas and Comic-Con, Batman, James Gunn.
We can go James.
He's talking to Straw Hat Goofy, content creator. Wrong button, sorry. This guy. Talk to me, James.
Listen, James, I gotta take this movie.
Yeah.
Thing with that Superman, dude.
Oh, dude, thank you so much. And I had one of the greatest times working with David and Rachel and everybody. It was like, really, they were some of the greatest people I've ever worked with.
Yeah,
you know?
dude, it's like taking over the world right now. Like, look at this merch, man. Like,
Cool.
this
It's
right here.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah,
Like
oh,
it too.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll show you a little bit later, but what about you got so much coming down the pipeline.
Oh,
like,
we got some really cool stuff happening. We got Supergirl coming out in a year.
God.
We got Lanterns coming out probably less than a year.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff. That's some really good stuff. We've got
Clayface.
We're making Clayface right now,
Clayface.
and
Oh
that
my
is
God.
oh man, the script by Mike Flanagan is so so
straight
good.
horror, right? Like
Straight horror.
I
And
love
we're
that.
working on the Brave and the Bold,
Brave and the Bold.
Wonder Woman.
Oh, Elseworlds with the Batman.
Oh,
2.
the Batman 2 with Matt Reeves. We're working on that. We're working on Sergeant Rock. I
Oh
mean,
my God. Oh
we
my-
have got
the Authority, man. Like
the Authority. That's
that's not going to
but I think that's really all the projects that were, you know, that's everything that's important.
Yeah.
That's the important stuff. But crypto shorts.
The crypto shorts, I like that.
They're little
I like that.
cartoons for kids that are really fun.
What about HBO Max stuff? Creature Commandos, man. Is
Well,
there
Creature
another
Commandos,
season
we're
of
working
that
on. Dude, I just met with Dean on Creature Commandos season 2.
See, okay.
Real
How's it
big
looking?
priority for us. Oh,
my-
it's so cool.
The first season was fire, bro.
They're going to be people are going to be, whacked out by all the, superheroes we're adding.
Listen, anytime you got monsters, you got superheroes, I'm down for it. The animation was pretty sick.
Oh,
Animation
it's
was
so
pretty sick.
good, yeah.
But yeah, I think that's all we got, man.
That's it. Yeah, that's pretty much everything that I care about in DC. So
I love that.
guys, Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I am so sorry, John.
Was he here this whole time?
Just three normal folks hanging out, reminding you to watch Peacemaker August 21st on HBO Max, Season 2. You're not going to want to miss it. I'm having a lot of trouble controlling the volume of my voice. Don't worry about it. You can find out what bird blindness is.
17-time world champion. I think he was misused there, but okay.
At the end, I didn't think that part was funny, but the beginning was them talking over him as if he wasn't there. Good promotion, good promo. I like it. Yep, I like it.
There was more in there than just I like it. We're working on Brave and the Bold, huh? Interesting. And then he also talked about Wonder Woman, which we kind of expected out when we saw the reports. It's being fast tracked by David Zaslav. Okay, and then he says, Straw Hat Goofy says, "What about the Authority?" Right? Because he was just listing things off, and James Gunn was sort of not happening. That makes me happy, right? I don't need any of those D-listers. But James Gunn did give us Sergeant Rock. That's still gonna happen. In a way, this was just like what he did in January of 2023, Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters. It was just the update. It was Creature Commandos is coming on Max, and we got Supergirl. I'm working on all this stuff. Peacemaker, of course. And that's what this was. It was just like a refreshment. It was Hall H. It was, here's the slate. So every project that they mentioned here, we know is what they're developing in the next year or 2 years to come. No Aquaman or Flash. I don't think that this was nothing. I think there was some information here. No word on Waller. That's right, Johnny. Season 1 was pretty good, and I'm ready for Season 2. Then, hey, I'll be watching. I'll be interested. See how it's canon and how it's not canon. Congratulations, John Cena, on the 17-time championship. He's wrestling in SummerSlam in New York, New Jersey. He's going to lose that title to Cody Rhodes, and we'll see what his bad guy character does in the wrestling world. Some people are theorizing there will be a double turn, like Austin and Brett on WrestleMania 13. Remember that one? You were there.
Was who there? I definitely... I mean, like I said, I didn't watch Peacemaker Season 1. The only reason I'm watching Season 2 is because of it. And I don't even know if I'm going to watch Season 2. I might just wait for it to be told online how this overall affects the wider DCU and what's going to be the event that they're building to, because it's not Crisis, according to James. It's going to be revealed in Peacemaker. So that's only, that's the only thing for me. In those things, the only thing that interests me was Wonder Woman, Brave and the Bold. I'm not interested in Sergeant Rock. At one point, I was interested in the Authority, but it doesn't look like that's happening. I'm not interested in Creature Commandos, and I'm not interested in Clayface like that either. Now, the horror aspect, once we get to Clayface, I'll see what that's gonna be about. But as of right now, not interested in it. I'm only interested in the big guns. Wonder Woman, Batman. And we'll see exactly where that even goes.
Yeah. Let's play some James Gunn.
One of the things people are most confused by as Peter Safran and I took over DC is, what is part of the DCU? This is the world that Superman lives in. This is the world that Creature Commandos lives in. Up until this point, those are the only two things that are fully 100% canon. And the same thing is going to be true about Peacemaker Season 2. It's fully 100% canon in the DCU. But we did have to go back and change a few things from Season 1. Is Aquaman canon? We don't know.
Okay. You had everything under control. You see, let me get out of here, Darius. Chillmonger time. Everything was under control. We know what Peacemaker Season 2 is going to be canon. I have to change some things about Peacemaker 1. I know what I'm doing. I'm competent. Is Aquaman canon? We don't know. Huh? It's been 2 years. I remember, I know and I understand how there could be uncertainty when you started. And during your January, Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters, back in 2023, I get why you were very loose-lipped talking about the Blue Beetle Shazam, talking about, well, the Flash is going to reset everything. And that's, I get that. That's fine. You're right. You know, you didn't want to affect ticket sales or whatever your excuse would have been. Absolutely. Black Adam didn't get mentioned. Now it's time to talk about the future. And it's time where we look at you for direction of what is worth remembering, what is worth revisiting. Is the Suicide Squad canon or not? You hit me with, Darius, he hits us with, I don't know if Aquaman is canon. Did you hear him say that?
Aquaman as in Momoa?
Yeah.
I don't got time for James. I'm not listening to that. I don't even, if he can't be, he's not serious.
This is
There's
the
no
official
way.
Peacemaker podcast. You're supposed to give me straight answers. I'll rewind that to that part.
What is part of the DCU? This is the world that Superman lives in. This is the world that Creature Commandos lives in. Up until this point, those are the only two things that are fully 100% canon.
Okay.
And the same thing is going to be true about Peacemaker Season 2.
Sure.
It's fully 100% canon in the DCU. But we did have to go back and change a few things from Season 1. Is Aquaman canon? We don't know. No, but my guess, I don't think Aquaman's canon.
But at this point, because what you're starting to create as a new universe, it could become canon, right?
It's unlikely that Aquaman is a famous hero in the DCU as Superman in Peacemaker Season 2 is happening.
With more context of him talking, I think he's talking about the name, the character, the fictional character himself of Aquaman. I don't think he's specifically talking about Jason Momoa's Aquaman. I think he's talking about Aquaman's fame within the DCU. Now, when he says canon, that gets a little weird. I don't know what he means by canon. Does he mean like Aquaman's story minus Momoa being Aquaman from the DCEU being canon? I don't know. But I'm not about to play with James on Momoa being Aquaman being canon in the DCU.
Yeah.
That's unlikely.
Right.
But other than that, I really think everything in this episode, I think, is canon.
I think this is canon should never be said by a show.
I don't know why he said that. I don't know why he said it.
One step forward, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. He's still advancing.
Yeah. Yeah. Network said that we see the Peacemaker Season 2 trailer. I didn't know it was out. I did not see it. I did not see it. Did you see it?
No.
Yeah, I did not see it.
Mm-hmm. They copyright claim, so I don't want to give DC that.
That is true. They do, don't they? This Black Panther mask. It's different. It's like
what Black Panther mask?
Oh, I'm looking at the one from, they posted stills from Eyes of Wakanda, and they posted a still of that panther.
That? So
the mask is a little, it's different. Still got the ears, but that could be, it's different. Is that a female? Was that a female? I think that was a female. Because didn't they, it wasn't the voice at the end, Wakanda Forever, or that could have been stripped from another scene. Something completely different. I think this is
I don't think that's a step back. I think that's just you overthinking stuff. Chill. No, I think there's a responsibility for the guy who's running everything to know what is canon and what's not. To say I think it's not canon, I don't get that. I know he shares with Peter Safran. Possibly Safran, who worked on Aquaman, could want it to be canon, and he doesn't want to break it to him, and that's where that's coming from, maybe. But I don't think I'm wrong to criticize him for this. The Black Power Ranger Panther? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that mask is something. It's different. It's a different one. Yeah, Lauren said he heard a female panther too. I thought so. Like, this looks like female body.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just looking at that.
Don't let that female aspect distract you or take away, or don't fall into the trap of that's not T'Challa, that's a woman. You know, don't give them that, because then they'll do what they did with Shuri. You only hate it because you're a He-Man woman hating. The problem is that it's not T'Challa. It's not who it is. It's T'Challa's not there.
Yep. Not there, not coming. Let's see. One of the other last things we had was
Batman, George Lucas.
Well, no, still on DC Batman. Since we were talking about, he talked about Brave and the Bold. I don't know if you guys remember, but Batman was rumored a while back to be Brandon. How do you say his name? Is it Brandon
Sklenar?
Sklenar. He is rumored to be the Batman in the DCU. This is not kind of. It's. I guess you can still say it's new. It came out maybe about a month ago that they were talking about him in the role of Batman. And then there was another scooper that had put out, it was the Podcast Brothers. They said, I'm being told that, not scooper, I don't even know why I call them scooper, just the Podcast Brothers. They have a podcast. I said, I'm being told that Brandon Sklenar is the next Batman. And a lot of people have been, like my time, kind of said something about it. Daniel RPK kind of said something about it. And then there's now evidence that he's been in the gym because this is the newest picture that he posted. He has publicly said he wants it. There was reports back when the rumor first started that him and James started following each other.
Oh, I don't care. That's confirmation, baby. He is Batman.
All that stuff, you know. So we could be looking at our Brave and the Bold Batman.
A 35-year-old American actor, Brandon Sklenar. He was in the 1923 movie. This year he's in Drop. He was in It Ends With Us, the movie that had Ryan Reynolds' girl, Blake Lively, Gossip Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, we could be looking at our Batman.
He wrote, or WW Fit wrote, training one of my best friends for his biggest role yet has been a effing blast. We pushed through the hard days and maximized the good.
He's Batman, bro. I mean, he's Batman. This is not a new rumor. This is a little over a month old. The whole James and him following each other was a little ways back as well. Yeah, again, he's publicly stated it. Someone on Reddit put out different bullet points of evidence that he's playing him. They posted this one that said May 2025 leak quickly taken down, indicated a costume fitting on Warner Brothers Burbank lot for a BS Batman suit, confirmed to be for the Brave and the Bold, rumored to be the classic suit, gray and black suit with short ears. Leaker predicted several other correct details on previous occasions and verified by mods, followed by James Gunn briefly, then quickly unfollowed. Yeah, so James unfollowed him. Well,
that's even more confirmation.
As well as a DC costume designer. Skellner's agency pulled him from 2 indie projects due to the scheduling conflicts for a large franchise deal. Is coming off the back of a star turn in 1923, the film that Professor is mentioning, and it is at the peak of his power, yet still relatively unknown to the public eye. Exactly the kind of unknown James wants. Timeline adds up marvelously if Batman is to appear in Clayface. Now you've got me interested in Clayface, if that is so. I've mentioned that. Lots of other smaller but very tangible signs. In my opinion, he's the best option I've seen out there in all the fan casting. Ritson is too bulky. I disagree. Eccles is too old, Jensen Eccles, and then Skellner looks like Bruce Wayne. And then they go on to say a few days later, I maintain the leaks are legitimate. Also, I get that people don't like the casting, but I ask you, when has any large majority of fans actually supported a new Batman post casting? Keaton, Bale, Pattinson, Affleck, all had petitions to remove them from the role, as well as general audience dissatisfaction from the fans. I get it that you're a fan, you might even be a really, really big fan, but it's still not your place to say who would suck in the role or whatever. You can judge once there, blah blah blah. Actually judge, but actually blah 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 blah. So yeah, those are the things right there. I didn't know he followed him and unfollowed him. I thought they were still following each other. So yeah, I think we're looking at our next Batman.
Old man move. You know, once you do the follow, you can't just unfollow and confirm what we're all saying about the follow. It's like the Coldplay concert. We would not have known if they would have just acted like a normal, regular old couple. We would have just said, all right, there it is. There's a couple. Maybe someone in the arena may have been at that workplace, maybe, but they could have even kept the secret. Look at this. Look at this man. From the jawline, from the nose down. That's Batman, bro.
And I like the fact that they're talking classic gray and blue batsuit. That I would like to see. We've never had that in live action, have we? Outside of West, did Adam West even do that, or was his the black one as well?
James wants to be different. James put the red under Ruse because Man of Steel didn't have red. He'll do it.
Yeah, I like that. I like the gray and blue suit.
I'm rooting for you, Brandon Sklenar. I'm down. He looks legit to me. Hey, 1 if you are in favor. Put a 1 in the chat if you're in favor. Put a 2 in the chat if you have reservations or you don't like it. 1 if you're in favor. 2 if you're not. Brandon. Yeah.
He'd be in the classic gray and blue. I'm for it.
We have a 1. We have a 1. Grand Regent Thrag is the first and only guy not to like it because the rest of the world is behind him as that casting.
Chef didn't like it either.
Well, you know, there's a little bit of a lag. Junior says 1. Good. I mean, it's not good. He can still suck, right? But it's just nice to know that everyone's behind something for once. Lawrence, you're undecided. That would be 2. That would be the number 2 because you got reservations. Oh,
yeah, he really may be the next Batman. I think it's a good idea to have him pop up in Clayface if he is, though. I don't, is that just as Bruce Wayne? I don't think you do that. I think you actually put him in the cape and cowl, like he's got to be. What's his Batman voice?
Yeah, he's an American actor, but where from America is he from? Because I don't want to hear Ma and Pa Kent coming out of Batman.
I don't think he's country. Pull up something of him speaking.
Gotham is in New Jersey, huh?
No, if I play it, the audience wouldn't hear it actually.
Well, what city is he from or born in? He was in Yellowstone?
Oh, no, he's got a deep voice.
What did you do? Where are you?
Now, once he adds the undertone to it, it'll work.
Available on the Roku channel. Again, Brandon is the one who plays.
It's amazing.
Yeah, Sam Elliott, you can't. You just can't.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Like I didn't even say to that.
I know.
He's incredible.
Exactly. And he's his.
Oh, I don't. And I get asked that question all the time.
So when he adds
who is the
do you bleed? When he adds that under there.
Gotham is in New Jersey. Perfect. So they say.
Research is clipped from 1923 as Spencer Dutton to get a sense of his Batman.
I don't want to do all that work. I'm good. It's acting, right? He can change his voice too. Aaron Pierre is gonna change his voice
I'll
when he
look at
plays
it
John
on my
Stewart.
side, Xavier, because I want to hear it personally. Let me see. Spencer
Gotham in
Dutton.
Philly. Gotham is in Philly? Nah. Metropolis is in Delaware. And Gotham is Jersey.
No, he's this person, and
You know, 1 hour from right now, the comic shop is going to release their trailer. You going to watch that, or is it like Ianu?
oh, Xavier, yeah, I feel that even more so than the interviews. He's got my vote. He's got my vote. Yeah, no, Chill doesn't know how to please the audience. If the audience asks something as simple as pulling up a video, it should be done.
Did you see the super chat? Did you see the?
No.
You didn't see that? I didn't see it either. So that's where I was going with it. Like, I'm gonna tell them to go watch this. We just saw an interview. We just saw his voice. No. To get his perfect voice, you got to go to this one thing, and you'll like it. See, you'll like it. No.
Well, Xavier, I liked it.
Good. It worked, Xavier. You got it.
I liked it. We don't have a super.
No, we don't. No, I meant like you could. I'll always do it when someone super chats you. A $2 super chat. Check this out. Sure, it's worth the time. It's worth. You paid for it. We're enjoying you. But nah, mission accomplished.
We also have well, did he mention anything else? Batman or Wonder Woman? We talked about Wonder Woman last week. The only thing that's new is that they have a writer, same Supergirl writer, and she's possibly doing Teen Titans. Other than that, he has nothing on Authority. Peacemaker Season 2's trailer is out. He didn't mention Waller. He did say that Bloodsport is going to be canon, so Idris Elba is still playing Bloodsport in this universe. And he also touched on the mural. They gave an extended look at the mural. Did you not see that? I'll send this to you as well. And he's what he exactly said on this. What did he exactly say on this? I just sent it to you.
Nubia. What you mean Nubia?
What did he exactly say on this mural? It's the mural from the Hall of Justice.
Oh, that one.
But I just sent it to you in a DM. It's an extended one. It's the one with, I guess, all of them. He said some of these heroes we will see, and I think it's confirmed. Well, not confirmed by him, but I think what we were discussing last time, how he said a famous actor is playing one of them. It would have to be Fate. One of the things that he said was that, obviously these are when metahumans first appeared on Earth and things like that. These were some of the first heroes, and they were the first heroes of whatever they were. I don't know if they were Justice League or whatever they were in the DCU. But he said some of them are still around, some are not. You've got Liberty Bell, you've got Max Mercury, you've got TNT. Who else is over here? Phantom Lady, Atomic Knight, Animal Man. I have Animal Man on my Justice League figures. Freedom Beast, Wildcat. We talked about Freedom Beast and Wildcat last time. Vibe, Gunfire.
Is this Maxwell Lord?
Where?
On the right?
No, that is Ray Palmer.
Bunch of unknowns. His favorite
His favorite thing to do? Yeah, Black Pirate, Miss Liberty, El Diablo.
El Diablo is probably the wrestler here on the right side, right?
No, that's Freedom Beast. El Diablo's on a.
Oh, that's Freedom Beast. That looked like a luchador.
El Diablo's on the horse.
Okay.
And then you've got Zatanna's dad to the far right.
Him?
Yes. So people were saying, "Oh, Zatanna incoming," or "Zatanna incoming," since Zatanna's father is there. Amazing Man, Sandman, and that's it.
All right.
I didn't see Fate though.
Nah, nobody major is gonna appear there.
But Fate was on the original mural, was he not? I thought the one in.
Oh, then I'm confused. I don't think this adds anything. I don't think it's important. I think it's an Easter egg. I think it's fun and it's worth covering on our channel, just like as a morning report. But as far nothing further than that. I think you're looking for it.
I was looking for Fate, but I don't see him. I also didn't see the original Flash in that mural either, and he's in the original mural.
I thought I did see him like on a foot race.
Oh, was he?
I thought I saw him. Here, I'll show you on this a little bit higher. There, like to the left. That's Flash, right? No?
Where? No, that's Whip Whirlwind.
Does he race?
Not as fast as the Flash.
Oh, that's Whip Whirlwind. All right. Yeah, then the Flash isn't actually here then.
So then they took people out then, because the original mural, if you look at it in this Hall of Justice picture,
yeah,
it's got, or maybe people were just wrong because it still has that same one, and people thought that that was Flash, and they put Jay Garrick, and maybe it's not.
Yeah, maybe it's not.
I don't see Fate either, so no Fate.
You're gonna have to tune into New Rock Stars again.
I don't see him. Maybe no Fate. All right. Well, okay. Okay, no, I'm not tripping. Okay, maybe I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe that's not him, bro. That is Fate. That is Fate.
Is Spectre.
Wait, where'd it go?
I barely know who Spectre is.
No, not Spectre. Spectre definitely wouldn't be down here.
How you know Spectre?
Told you. When it comes to DC, I'm a bigger fan than I am with Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah, Spectre definitely wouldn't be down here with this fucking group, but Fate is in that group, so I don't know what the fuck's going on up here in this updated mural, but Fate's in that one from the movie. And he's down there in the corner. That's him. Hold the fuck up. I'm getting mad now. I feel like I'm getting gaslit.
He's labeled. Okay.
Yeah. But now I have to see.
I'm sharing your screen, by the way, so
that's fine. So that's the Atom, because he's holding the. So that's not. Yeah. So is that not the helmet in his hand? I thought that was the helmet.
It's the Atom.
Oh, that's boring too, James. I thought that was Fate.
Nope.
Okay, so he says a really famous actor is playing one of these. Who gives a fuck? I thought it was Fate. I was wrong. We were all wrong. It's not Fate.
No, we were wrong. Why do I got to be wrong today? I felt good over here being not wrong.
No, I'm going to share this. I'm going to share it. We were all wrong.
Look, the murals does add to something. But also when I hear James Gunn say some stupid comment like, I don't know if this is canon, I don't know if that's canon, then the mural doesn't mean much anyway. It's like when you don't put post-credit scenes in your movies that are significant. I don't want to overanalyze things, and care about something more than I think you care about it. So that's it. That's that. James Gunn.
That's James Gunn.
That's James Gunn. 500 million so far for Superman movie. It is what it is. It's head to head with Fantastic Four, which I know a lot of us are talking about like it's this major fight, but this is not The Rock versus Stone Cold. This is Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. It's still, the top guys, but we're not getting a battle of the heavyweights. We're just getting a good fight where they'll both probably end in the 600 millions and we'll go, oh, that one won. That movie was better. That movie was more successful. That's what we're going to do here.
I do expect to see Spectre, though, in James Gunn's universe. I mean, he likes that weird shit, so.
Yeah, right after Sergeant Rock and Sergeant Paper and Sergeant Scissors.
All right. Next on our list
is
something
super chat.
else. Oh, is it a super?
Spend a lot of money on my brand new guitar. Baby's got a habit, diamond rings, and Fendi sports bra.
Riding down Rodeo in my Maserati sports car. I said sports car and I did the motorcycle. Crazy. Michael, hi, $5. He says, that's not even the original Adam. Palmer is the second Adam. Original Adam had no powers. Also, Spectre was a part of the Justice Society sometimes.
Was he?
In the comic.
What?
He was part of a superhero team. Now, the Justice Society, that was the first superhero team that existed before Justice League, and this was years back.
While now undead, Corgan returned to work while also operating as the hero Spectre, eventually becoming the founding. Well, this is why I love DC. You have gods on your team. Gods. Literal gods.
Well, not literally. Let's not say
well,
that.
he got the power from the god.
They have super powered people.
Yeah, but they are. I mean, would you, if Superman was real, would he not be considered a god?
No, not to me. God is the creator of the universe, and there's only.
I wouldn't. Of course, I'm not going to pray to him, but I mean.
Then let's use another word for it.
Okay, godlike being.
How about OP? How about person who flies and has superpowers? Omega leveled mutants. There's other words I'd use before I go to God. I feel it's blasphemous, and I'm not joking. I never got into Thor, or Gods of War, the video game, anything that says God,
that's like if I guess we have two different takes on that. Then, as a person of faith, I guess that I look at that as if I am in my actual real life worshiping and calling something a god or someone else other than my God a god. But when I'm talking a fictional comic book world, they're gods.
Well, the word we use is God, and maybe we should use something else instead of that word.
I refuse in a fictional world. In a fictional world, if they're gods, they're gods.
No, I get exactly what you mean. I'm just saying let's change our language. And one day, what you normally go-to word is God. You'll just use another word. That's all. He's a metahuman. There.
Metahuman doesn't have the same weight as a god.
All right, so there's got to be a word that has weight to it. Okay, gotcha. We'll do that. Michael Nemo has weight to this.
Hey, shooting. I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, Playboy, your time's up.
Spectre was also black for a little bit.
Now, I sure as fuck didn't know that one.
It cements Chill's theory. If you're lost or have no idea what he's talking about, these race swaps never last. They'll temporarily, because the team needs someone black, race swap and say, look, we're fulfilling our quota. We are doing enough representation. And things reboot. Everything reverts to the normal. And there's no need to ever do the race swaps because they don't last. They don't launch an IP that is authentically of a character whose skin is colored. Melanated.
They don't.
You're right, Michael Nemo.
They don't want you to find His black counterpart.
Sunset Park. What time is it? Sunset Park. What time is it?
I can't find him, but I'm not doubting it. I believe it.
Gotcha.
I just don't see it here. Yeah, like Buck said, and everybody, like Buck was saying, they're gods.
You don't have to agree with me, but do you understand my point?
I don't.
All right.
If you explained it better, maybe. I don't, because they're fiction.
Okay.
But hey, I get it. You know, everybody's religious boundaries are different. If you don't want to call them gods.
Yeah, just don't want to associate that word with something that is not the creator of the universe.
What do you think Granny Goodness is?
I don't even know who that is. What is Granny Goodness? Granny Goodness, a comic book character. Supervillain appearing in American comic books, created by Jack Kirby from the species New Gods. Oh, you really don't understand anything I'm saying. Okay, I'm
No,
okay.
I get what you're saying. You
No,
don't want to call them gods.
Yeah.
You think
I don't
another
want
word
God
is
to be a
appropriate. You
homonym.
think like, oh, let's call Granny Goodness a metahuman or something like that.
Yes, that's
or whatever. And again, you don't get what I'm saying. If Granny Goodness was to appear on my nightly news every night and proclaim herself to be a god, I would not be calling this real human being a god. But considering that she is drawn and created fake, not real, comes from a distant universe, worships Darkseid, does his bidding, and she's an old woman with the strength of 1,000 men, I don't think calling her a god is a stretch in the fiction term.
I reserve that word for the creator of the universe. So while she's doing all this amazing things, Granny Goodness, and it's real life, and it's the real person who's calling herself Granny Goodness, and she can do all these magical things, I'm not gonna say that's God or a god. I'll classify that as something else, just not the word God. That is not a homonym in my world. I'm gonna say, whoa, there's this being which is super powered, and find a word for it. It's easy to make up words.
Okay, check that super.
I've been boozy since I left. I ain't changing for a check. Tell my mind I ain't forget. Woke up drunk.
Look up Crispus Allen. Michael Nemo says to look up Crispus. I will do. Let me check that out. Crispus Allen. Spelled Crispus Allen. What did I do? It's a fictional anti-hero appearing in American comic books. Is this the black version of the... Oh, this is Spectre. Let's see some images. There he is. Oh, he even appeared in Gotham. Strange. Because you know why? Because Gotham needed to fulfill their black requirements for that show. And that's why in season, whatever it was where he appeared, he appeared in 6 episodes. His first appearance was in the pilot. This character, Crispus Allen, fulfilled that we're not doing a racism in our casting here at the studio. Yay, hooray, we're so progressive. Spectre is black. All right, guys. I don't think that this character existing, that launched an authentic, long-term, melanated character representing a lineage from the continent just east of here. And so it doesn't provide progress. Check out the Black Panther, which we're all interested in. Check out, what else is there? The Mr. Terrific character. check out those authentic ones. But just like Michael B. Jordan, who played the Human Torch, it won't last. And somebody will return to play the Human Torch, whose skin pigmentation is that of Joseph Quinn. But I looked him up. Crispus Allen. There he is. Yay. Crispus. He was in Gotham. And comic book wise, he was. This looks kind of recent still. He looks like a scientist of some sort. Bald headed. Looks like every other super or character. Like Luke Cage. Yeah, man. What's happening on this page here? The story arc of Spectre. Okay. What about lineage that's right here? What about a lineage that's right here? He's a detective. Chill, how do you feel about retcons of a character where they change the race? They retconned it one way, they'll retcon it back. If it's not authentic, why are we getting behind it? I don't know what you mean by lineage, Blue. They can get Sam Jackson to play him. Sure. But Sam Jackson is like 70-something years old. And I don't wish death on anyone, but he's 70-something years old. You wouldn't do a franchise starting with someone that old. They had their quota with Fish. Well, the 11% needed more, and they needed to get to 20% or whatever. Spoiler King says, if a being pops up through a portal in the middle of Times Square and claims he's a god, he's a god? See, that's the problem. A god. Does that imply that there are multiple? That's my issue there. God, a being or object that, I'm guessing you copy and pasted this. A being or an object that is worshipped as having more than natural attributes and powers. Don't like that word. I don't have room for the definition of where many people can become God, classified as God. All words are made up. This sounds like the debate between me and my very Christian sister. That's what it was. I played the role of your sister. The Spectre is just a spirit and can be anybody. Has been 3 people, including Hal Jordan. To me, Spectre is fair game and has no particular race. Well, when the movies are casting these characters, and they cast someone black this time, but the Spectre, it's a spirit. It can go from character to character. When you do that, the problem with that is that it can be undone. And so there is no investment to be made with this version of Spectre. Somebody someday will say, well, Spectre's a spirit. This is 20 years later down the line. Spectre's a spirit. So while we use the black guy to be playing the Spectre the first time around, next time it doesn't got to be Crispus Allen. It could be the Green Lantern. Yeah. Well, let's do something different. And I will never support these things, and I'll call them out because I'm going to apply foresight and go, oh, that's how the studio is going to move. That's how they've been moving. In the Bible, I don't want to get into the Bible and religions anymore. I'm good with the God talk. Unless that character becomes real popular and generates money. Like what? Like the Black Panther? Yeah, he got real popular, he generated money. They went with Shuri. They're going to go with Toussaint. Don't be fooled. Storm was a god in the comics. She actually became Eternity. And Blue. Who cares? Spectre, who cares? Mr. Terrific is doing better. Cyborg, lots of DC characters from Milestone could work better. Black Lightning exists. If I'm talking black characters in DC, I'm gonna go Vixen before I go Spectre. Spectre's outside the top 5. Yeah, you want the best candidates, right? Storm is referred to as a goddess now. Yeah. Back to the God talk. I don't refer to her as a goddess or Thor. Do we have another super chat? Darius, look up the. Yeah, we do have another super chat. I just played that one. Let me play something more fresh.
Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too high. And my band about that money.
Thank you, Michael Nemo. There's God, and then there are gods. Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, got it, Michael Nemo. Thanks for putting it that way. Now, got it. There's God, and then there's, capital G, that's God. There's God. Now there's gods. So I'm taking issue with associating the word with others, with something that is not G-O-D, capital G-O-D. That's my issue. All right. There's God, and then there are gods. Why is it a homonym? It shouldn't be. We can find other words. You guys are only in this position because you've been you've been conditioned after reading that word and identifying it as a marker of power. That's why you say it that way. I wouldn't. What is Bast? Understood. Zenson is saying, what is Bast? Well, in the comics we read, they call her the god. She's the panther god. Since that is not the one above all, to use Marvel's, since that is not the creator of the universe, of the existence, that is not God. I understand they refer to this character as a god. It's like a spiritual overseer. It is a deity of worship, fictionally, but it is a deity of worship. I get that they've created that in Marvel fiction, but there's only one God in Marvel, the one above all. Unless I'm mistaken, the one above all is the creator of that. That's God. Does that help? Zenzen, did I answer that? Did I get your I got him now. I'm gonna tell him what's Bast. Yeah, the Bast, they consider Bast a god, they consider Odin a god, they consider gods all over the place. Moon Knight has a god, Khonshu. But I don't want to use that word for that. I think better words can be used that are more specific. Takes a few years for movies to really build up to it. It's okay to refer to them as gods. Another god one, another Egyptian god. Now, we all have parents. Speaking of our father is not the same as our father. No, we all have parents. Speaking of our father is not the same as our father. Chill in Darius. Chill is right, but in the Bible, there's little g, fallen angel, spirit, and Nephilim. Dewan says, where's the one above all anyway? Doesn't appear in many comic books. Might appear in this new Storm comic book where we got the Eternity character and some of those other major things. You know what I'm looking at on the side of my screen is the Comic Shop TV show that the trailer is supposed to come out pretty soon. And we're 2 hours away or 1 hour away from it. The Comic Shop trailer. No, it's 34 minutes away from appearing. The Comic Shop. It's a workplace comedy. It was that Kickstarter funded TV show. They premiered it at San Diego Comic-Con. They will be released on the internet today, 30 minutes from now. And I think we won't be live by the time that happens. But
what if you can create your own website?
Sorry. Damn. We're not there yet. Give it some time. But when it does appear, I'm going to be reacting to that for sure. I have my notification turned on for it and everything. And I'll post that video pretty soon for you. This is the old one.
Dom, nothing can go wrong. Not while my mom is here. I need to know that I can count on you to be my right-hand girl. Come on.
Yeah, you can count on me. I'll be your Robin to your Batman. But like Dick Grayson Robin. Smart, charming, and with a surprisingly fat ass.
That sounded kind of weird.
Sorry.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Stephanie Okeke, and I am one of the founders of OMG Comics. My parents were never thrilled about me opening up my own store. The biggest thing they'd say is, there's no money in it. That was my impression of my dad yelling at me. Nobody gets into the comic book industry because they love money. They get into it because they love comics.
We're selling the cent for that. My idea. Patent pending.
I used to be ashamed of the way I was.
Okay, so we might not be the most normal bunch, but I like to think that our uniqueness and our passion for comics are what's going to keep the people coming in.
And here you go.
Thanks, man.
Oh, thank you.
This is my calling.
Like that is what's up. That is what's up.
Is it just me, or is that poster doing the lean with it, rock with it?
Look, the comic shop, that thing, that trailer, that was 2 years ago. I'm hyped for what they've got, what they've been working on since, because it did reach its 160K. That was the goal from Kickstarter, and we're just a few minutes away from that releasing for everyone. And the creator said you can check it out, do a trailer reaction, and they're incentivizing us to do so. So that's gonna be fire. Let's keep the show rolling though, because there are more items that we were supposed to talk about, including George Lucas and how he's got this new museum. Yep, he appeared at Comic-Con. What did you have to say, George?
I think it's more about a connection, an emotional connection with the work, not how much it cost or what celebrity did it or whatever. It's more a personal thing. And I don't think there's anything that anybody else can tell you. That's art. That's not art. It doesn't work that way. If you have an emotional connection, then it's art. If you don't, then move on to the next painting. And it's the idea that people can tell you what art is and talk about it. I've discovered just from my experience of making movies and things that, other people's opinions don't mean much. The only thing that really means something is what you do and what you feel about it. And then if you see that other people react to it in a very emotional way, then you say, well, I did my job, that was good. But when people come who say they're experts and they say, oh, that's not art, that's not this, that's tough. And I've worked with hundreds of illustrators in my life, and they're all great, but they don't get recognized for anything. So this is sort of a temple to the people's art.
Look, I don't pretend to care about art the same way that George Lucas was acting like he cared about the art. I guess he's the GOAT. I understand he's got this huge art collection. Now I'm going to make a museum in California where people can check out some of this art. It'll be the first page of the Black Panther, the first page of the Iron Man, and some other things. Don't really care. I thought there would be more Star Wars related things to that. I thought this was him saying, like, hello fans, I love you, you love me. This is kind of my last hurrah out there. He's still busy at work. What I was concerned about was the pace at which he walked. Now, he walked to the stage and on stage, but he looked like an 81-year-old man walking, didn't he? Didn't he look like an 81-year-old man walking? Still with us. We're going to take advantage of moments like this. Are you back, Darius?
Yeah, sorry. I told Chill at the beginning of the stream. My AC went out yesterday, so it's currently 1,000 degrees in here, so they're trying to fix that shit.
Why'd you want to see that George Lucas clip that I played for them talking about the art museum and how beautiful art is, and it's about being perceived and you can't just sell it and all that? So.
Oh, does he not talk about Black Panther in that? No. I thought that was the one where he talked about BP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Black Panther, sure. He's gonna get the first pages. You can still feel the ink blots and everything. You can still see all that. So, why is that important? Because his wife is black.
Why is it important that he, being the creator of Star Wars, gives a flying fuck about Black Panther more so than Marvel Studios does? That he's putting it in his museum.
But there's only one, though. Like, he happens to own it, and that's why it's in his museum and not the Marvel one.
The fact that you can see the importance of Kevin Feige's child liking Marvel Rivals, but you can't see the importance and him owning the copy that he owns of the Black Panther and putting and elevating it into his museum where he is a Star Wars creator, much more so than Marvel has ever elevated the character of Black Panther outside of Chadwick Boseman's life, is baffling.
There's nothing to be baffled about. These are very different things.
No, it's baffling.
He happens to own that, and he's opening a museum. So that's got nothing to do with Marvel. Marvel doesn't own it. George Lucas owns it.
Well, I'll tell you what you told me about Kevin Feige's kid liking Marvel Rivals. Okay. You don't see it? That's
Yeah, I
fine.
don't see it. I'm all about bashing Marvel when they do something wrong, but if they don't happen to own the original Black Panther drawing or the cover, whatever it is he owns, you can't fault them for not putting it in their museums.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can't fault them for not putting them in Eyes of Wakanda either, I guess.
How do you equate that with that?
Because they own him.
No.
George Lucas doesn't own Black Panther. He doesn't own T'Challa.
He owns the physical. Jack Kirby created, the physical thing. There's only one of those that exists in the world. That's what George Lucas owns. That's what he was talking
I
about.
I know.
So then
I
Marvel
know.
doesn't own it. Yeah, we're gonna wait for you to drink that up in his esophagus, rolling down.
No, I was actually done because I don't understand where. Yes, he owns that copy of that particular comic.
Yes.
I don't know where we're having the disconnect. He created Star Wars. The museum is mainly Star Wars. He's putting the one thing Marvel in there, and it's the Black Panther.
There's more Marvel.
Shining more light, doesn't matter, shining more light on the Black Panther than Marvel Studios does.
Yes, I agree. He's respecting the IP more than Marvel Studios respects the IP. Because they killed the character and they won't even let him appear in X-Men 97. Yeah, I agree.
But then it takes it back to your fascination in Kevin Feige's child liking a video game, which children do, but don't see how him putting the Black Panther 52 comic in a Star Wars museum.
Okay. I wouldn't call it a Star Wars museum. He doesn't refer to it as a Star Wars museum. More so
He's
like
putting a life-size Naboo starfighter in there and a couple of other Star Wars things because the man created the franchise.
he's going to have access and lots of Star Wars in there. He is George Lucas. It's not a Star Wars museum.
Okay.
In the interview, he says he collects art. He's been collecting for over 50 years. Now, what do I do with my collection? Do I sell it or do I put it in a museum? I choose the museum route. There's going to be other contributors to this who are going to put in their art. So it's not just a Star Wars museum. There's going to be Marvel stuff there. It sounds like a Star Wars museum to me. Gotcha. What else is significant about that interview that George Lucas hit us with?
I would have to listen to it again. Biggest thing, obviously, is George Lucas coming to SCCC, something he's never done before, something he is doing, or did, rather. And it's just the maker at SCCC. I heard you saying it was him walking up to the stage. Yeah, the man is 80. How was he supposed to walk?
That's right. That's right. We should be happy he is walking, yeah?
How was he supposed to walk to the stage? What was he going to do? Cartwheels to the stage? Thank God for inviting me to SDCC.
Oh, see, I got to pull up the walk now. It was
chill. I'm not expecting his walk to have vibrancy in its steps. He's 80.
You know the guy Harvey Levin from TMZ is like 74.
Harvey looks like he lifts daily as well.
Yeah,
George lifts a coffee mug at most.
We had Queen Latifah introducing them. It was not just George. It was Guillermo del Toro. Let me rewind a little bit. It's all right. It's all right. See the way his arms are swaying?
Like arms typically do when humans walk.
A little bit more sway. It was more like, let me keep balance swaying, I think. Hand on the chair to help keep him balanced. Yeah.
Your analyzing of things is also an analyzation within itself. It could be studied.
So you're gonna see his hand right now. It's on the chair. When he lifts his hands from the chair, his body also sways like the center of gravity. Watch it. He's gonna lean back right now. Ooh, he moved back because his hand wasn't on the chair anymore. He was relying on that chair for a little bit. He's old. He's 81, but God bless he's still with us. Absolutely. Analyzation. That's not analyzation. That is just a marker of his health, his ability to walk or waddle, whatever we call it. Stability. Yeah, he's walking like a regular old man. He's got an inner ear infection, which is throwing off his equilibrium. I don't know if he's joking or not. Is that true? I know that does happen. You need your ears, but is this really what he has? You call me old, I'm not 81. Maybe. It's a joke. Got it.
Yeah, no. He's gonna walk old. The maker.
At least he's walking. And he's making appearances. I hope there's going to be more appearances. Chill is low-key ageist. I'm not ageist, brother. I'm analyzing a guy. He presented himself away. We haven't seen him since maybe 10 years ago at a Star Wars celebration. Now we see him again making a public appearance. And he's older.
I think we saw George before 10 years ago. His wife
on a red carpet.
No, his wife. They did that whole Zoom thing or whatever the fuck it was. I know, Chala. It's hot, Bubba. I know.
That was the one when they asked him about Disney owns it. He says, "No, when you sell it, you gotta get rid of it, and you don't care anymore."
No,
and that's what I did.
Yeah.
The penguin, the walrus wobble. All hail Papa Lucas, a legendary filmmaker and visionary with an art collection, which he's going to talk about for the next little couple months as he tries to promote that. I'm happy that he's going to be promoting things and making the rounds and stuff. I hope he goes on YouTube channels too. Never sell your intellectual property. He doesn't have any kids. He's got no heirs, right? No, he does have
children.
He does have a kid, yeah.
He's definitely not going on any YouTube shows. I don't see that in his future plans.
What's he like in the last few years? What like does he use Spotify even? What is he like?
I don't know George outside of Star Wars. I don't know. No idea.
Stamina said, "Let him live." Dang, me or George?
No, he's definitely not talking to me about you. He's talking to you about George.
He has children. What's up? Just getting here, feeling great. Just sold my '67 Impala, making money. You're like George Lucas. No, you're not like George Lucas because he would never sell his art. He'd put it in a museum. It's weird how he hasn't created anything else other than Star Wars. No, Red Tails.
American Graffiti.
Yeah, he had movies before. George has so much money, he can do whatever he wants. Has George ever said he created any other worlds or stories? American Graffiti.
No, I don't believe so. Outside of like Willow.
Does he have any Indiana Jones ownership?
I believe so. Did he not?
Yeah, he can
create
say
Indy.
He created it. Yeah, him and Spielberg created it, co-created.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. See, Indiana Jones. I believe Michael. What be involved with Indiana Jones? He was involved. He was a producer of it. He funded it. And that was him. Don't mind my comments. I'm bound to say something crazy, Stamina. George Lucas created Willow. Never knew that. THX 1138. That was back in the days before Star Wars 77. Indiana Jones. Yeah. So he's a creator, bro. He's got a lot to his name. But most of it is Star Wars. Clone Wars was all him and Filoni. He's a Star Wars guy, and why wouldn't you? Once you hit the jackpot, yeah, just continue with making Star Wars stuff. Duh.
And then got lied to.
Didn't he create Ilum, Industrial Light Magic? No, he didn't create it, but he's part of it. He has patents. Got it. He also created the Indiana Jones TV show. Okay. I'm here for all of it, Cornelius, as you were. Something's going on in the live chat between Cornelius and Stamina and the rest of the world.
No.
Nope. Probably not.
Not a probably.
Plant
No.
Poppy says you're doing too much chill. What did I do? I give him too much credit.
He's probably on the replay.
Oh, he's probably a little bit behind, yeah. Talking about the gods or talking about George Lucas's old? Yeah, sure. I'm doing too much, Plant Poppy. Catch up. He did the visual effects. Francis Ford Coppola and George Lucas worked on Captain EO with MJ. Huh. Lucasfilm Ilum, Lucas Museum of Narrative Art. Respect the legends. Yeah, respect the legends, man. Donkey.
For sure, George.
Eddie Murphy confirms one of his best and loudest characters is getting his own movies, and it's coming in 3 years. That's not so good. 3 years from now? Oh, I want it sooner. Shrek is coming next year. Huh? So it'll be 2 years from the Shrek movie. We're getting our fill. We'll be happy with it. I'm sure your screen too.
That depends if people are happy with Shrek.
They got Zendaya. They'll do fine.
Okay. I remember the conversation around this particular picture, and it was not good. I joined in on that conversation, and I added nothing good.
Well, the first Shrek movie was 2001. They're gonna make updates, and it's gonna look different. That's understandable. Star Wars, I remember watching Force Awakens and going, wow, this looks different because it was so much more like current, right? With the technologies. So I'm ready for that shock when I watch the Shrek 5 movie. What else is there to be worried about from this picture?
It was always the animation.
Yeah.
The animation and the plot point. The plot point of the story is Shrek and Donkey, I believe the rest of them as well, break into the real world. And I don't know if that is our real world or what, but I don't even know if they put that in here. It's Screen Rant, so they probably didn't. But it's findable. Oops.
It wasn't a positive reception from what I remember. Why they do that to Fiona? Yeah,
It wasn't.
Keith David's getting his own show based on a character from Rick and Morty. Okay, cool. I think people didn't like the animation.
Yeah, no, people hated the change to it.
I bet if it was Catherine Newton and not Zendaya, people would be happier.
No. I don't think we can't see Zendaya. Where is it? They're probably. I'm sure they're not gonna put it on the. Is this it? Is this it? I think this might be it. Oh shit! I know the plot point was something about because this was. Go to this. Go to this here. I'm gonna send this to you, Chris. He covered it. Chris covered it over at 3C Films, and covered what the plot point of Shrek 5 is. Now, if Donkey or whatever is the film is probably going to be alluded to in Shrek 5, with it being 3 years from now. Shrek comes out this year? Shrek come out this year or next year? Yeah, a trailer for Shrek, so next year.
Movie. We had the teaser trailer released, and sure, there was little discussions about.
Oh
the
damn,
tweaks
we
to
did
the
have a
design.
teaser trailer.
Not loving
I forgot
it. Even
about the
me, like
teaser.
I mainly just don't like Donkey's design. He looks just so raggedy now, but he is a donkey, right? But all that stuff doesn't ruin my excitement. Even if Shrek doesn't look like the way I remembered from my youth, it's not a big deal. We're still getting that ogre back. We're still getting those characters, all the original voice actors. Zendaya coming in as the daughter now. I'm open to it. I really hope they don't fall into the stereotypical thing of, she's like, oh, Dad, why don't you just let me grow up? I can't be
Yeah, I don't watch this guy enough. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. That's coming.
You don't watch Chris?
No.
You should watch Chris. I like Chris.
Cool.
Well, Fiona, she's trying to get out of here, and I don't like it. I don't know why Shrek sounds like he smokes packs of cigarettes for 10 years, but that's my Shrek. Okay. I've seen all the parodies. Like it's a trend, and if the first trailer really does paint the picture that that's the main theme of the story is father doesn't understand rebellious teenage daughter, I will be a little disappointed. But I don't think as disappointed with what we just found out, what the actual plot of the movie might be. Okay. And oh man, here we go. So we had My Time to Shine.
That's
Hello.
right. It's
I want
from
to
My
reiterate,
Time.
I understand in some cases they are not the most reliable, that they have become one of those people that just had more on Frick. They were first, and it was actually because they announced Zendaya that they released the trailer early. The directors confirmed it. They said Shrek 5 teaser was going to come out this December.
I remember this. My Time dropped it first. She was the one that said Zendaya long before Zendaya was ever even announced by them. And then they dropped that little teaser.
And now they're scooping what the plot is. And oh my goodness, here we have it. Shrek's daughter, played by Zendaya for some reason, practices magic and accidentally transports Shrek and Donkey to the real world. And now they must find a way back because she doesn't know the spell to bring them home.
Uh-oh. I don't like that either.
I hate it.
Well, I want to see Chris's reaction. What's this? What we put on
Give me a
track?
second here. Okay. All right. Oh, hell no, Holmes.
So I think that's terrible. But they reported in Superman there's gonna be monkeys and they're using the hashtag and Superman doesn't like it. And if that's all you knew, you thought that was the plot of the movie. It was a moment. So if there's a moment in here where she's creating spells, no, not that spell, and he gets taken to the real world, gotta get back. And 10 seconds later he's back to the far, far away.
That's not the same.
I know it's not the same. I know. I hope it's that way though.
No, I'm saying though, even with the Superman thing, even when it was reported, they said that there's a scene in there where they do the hashtag super shit, blah, 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 blah. This is the plot.
Okay. Yeah. There's a difference between a plot and a scene. But from the reports of that super shit thing, I don't remember them saying it's a scene. I heard it's a reoccurring theme in the movie, and that's what motivates Superman. I've heard that, and I heard it get magnified more than it's just a scene. And so if this plot is bad, I don't want to see this plot of him. And what would it be, the real world, like human beings, the same way Sonic does?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. And if it is, I don't do well with animation and real stuff. I don't watch it. The most recent one I did of that was it Chippendale? Didn't Chippendale Rescue Rangers, didn't they have one or something where they were live action? That was, I think, the most recent one I watched. It's really difficult for me to do live action mixed with animation. So if that is it, I wouldn't even go see it in theaters. And that's a shame because I love the first two Shrek films. The third one gets a nod for me as well, but those first two are great. So that's a shame if that is what they're doing. I wouldn't be interested at all. No, I'm not the biggest. Well, Ted is really not the same. I like Ted. Ted is not like animated. He's more 3D animated. Like it's like like Lilo and Stitch. He's more live action like, but when you literally have like Space Jam, I love Space Jam, the original Space Jam. You know, I'm not a Who Framed Roger Rabbit fan. Yeah, no. Even when people were talking about, oh, Miles Morales might be animated, that when I tell you, I've only walked out of one Marvel film. I'd have walked out. If Miles Morales came on screen and he was animated with the live action, I would walk out.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I can't. It's really difficult for me to do that type of stuff.
Right.
So if that's it, I hope that's not it, but I wouldn't be there.
So some of the quotes are, we're still in the booth and literally we're still doing Shrek. We start in September on Donkey. We're doing a Donkey one, and that'll be 3 years from now. But we're about 2 years into Shrek 5, still in the booth, and about to start Donkey in September. Donkey's going to be like how Puss in Boots had his own movie. Donkey's going to have his own movie and own little story with his dragon wife and his kids that are half dragon, half donkeys. They've written this funny story. We're doing that starting that in September. Yeah, it is funny. I know why you chuckled, because half donkey, half dragon movie. Come on. Yeah. Not the real world, fake world. They breathe fire, but what comes out of the other end? I want to see that. That's a kid's movie, bro. Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, that's right. He does have the kids and his wife. Yeah. I mean, I love Eddie Murphy as Donkey. I love Eddie Murphy. I think love him as Mushu and all the other characters he's brought to life. So Donkey, and I liked Puss in Boots. The first one.
I hope they don't get a streamer to do voice acting. I Show Speed as one of the kids. Nah.
Oh no. No. Yeah, no, I like it. Buck, I walked out of Wakanda Forever after they killed Ramonda, and not quietly. The people that were with me were like, we don't know him.
Did you see it 15 more times after?
Did not.
Oh, must have been a bad movie.
Some might say. Some might say. But yeah, I think Donkey 3 years from now, get excited.
Woo woo.
What the fuck is going on with House of Dragon and the what's it called? Knights of the Seven Kingdoms that HBO Max, I guess, just said never mind.
I think they're gonna wait for Harry Potter to make them some money, and then they'll do that.
But they already they casted and filmed and everything for the Knights of the Seven Kingdom. Yeah, it's done. From my understanding, it's done. From my understanding, it's done. So I don't know why there still has been no trailer or anything for it. Don't know.
I blame David Zaslav.
Yeah. We'll see though. Lots of good animated things coming out before that, and before that 3 years time. So if 3 years is like, damn, that's a long time, because it is. Then there's other things. Zootopia. They gave us another. Well, they didn't give us another trailer. They showed the same trailer for that before Fantastic Four, where it doesn't allude to anything.
Speaking of trailers, we're 60 seconds away from the Comic Shop Season 1 trailer. I'm not going to react to it here. I'll do my own individual video. It's coming. Woo! We good?
Which one is that? Which one is that?
It's called The Comic Shop.
Oh, the what's? Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the one in LA with 3 lead character staffs. Everyone's black. OMG Comics. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's enjoy that. Not me, not now, but I'll check it out.
Yeah, check that out. As far as news today,
is there more?
I don't know if anything else dropped while we were besides that trailer. More pictures of the stills from the trailer. Everybody talking about the Vanessa Kirby, Pedro Pascal interview where they were talking about all she does is talk about Namor, and then playing into that whole deal there. Anything else? Did they say in that article they start filming dialogue for Donkey in September?
Nah.
They said it here in this. They start filming dialogue in September for it.
Oh, yeah. Eddie Murphy said that. That was one of his quotes.
An hour ago, if you are a Meet the Fockers or a Meet the Parents fan, Meet the Parents 4 is now officially titled Focker-in-Law, starring Ben Stiller, Robert De Niro, Owen Wilson, and Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande, I think, is one of the main characters.
Solid. It's like Happy Gilmore 2 and Coming to America. Like, we're going to go back and make a sequel. It's going to be way later, but you'll like it.
Yeah. That. Let me see. Anything else that they drop? More stills and pictures of Eyes of Wakanda. James Gunn still yet again talking about Batmite for whatever fucking reason.
Yeah, at least he gave us some quotes from San Diego Comic-Con. We know some things.
Yeah, still talking about Batmite. They dropped I guess a poster for that, well, that movie Eternity, starring Elizabeth Olsen, Miles Teller, and Colin Turner. Have you seen the trailer for that?
Nope. Sounds very white.
It is very white. And there's multiple versions. Well, not multiple versions, but there's it's like a mirror effect. So it's a very white poster. Let's see what else. Lots of Eyes of Wakanda.
Okay.
Wakanda.
Kind of smart to release the trailer after Comic-Con, after the Peacemaker stuff and all the everyone had their fun in the sun on the weekend.
I think are there a lot of people outside of our realm looking forward to Eyes of Wakanda? The numbers might shock. The numbers might shock. And if the numbers do shock and people are like, and they're like, oh my gosh, go check out Eyes of Wakanda. One of Marvel Studios' best projects of the year behind Fantastic Four. And some might say before and blah, blah, blah. If it does do that, then could that make a case for whatever they plan to do with the franchise in the future?
Yes, it will make a case if it overperforms. I think X-Men 97 has impacted what they're going to do with X-Men, I think.
They also have photos from the set of Spider-Man Brand New Day. So get ready for all of that. So even though we are a year from Brand New Day, it starts. It started this past weekend when they were talking about the
Can I
next
see the photo?
film.
Can I share the photo?
It's something special. But this shit starts like shit like this. We're gonna start seeing like Tom and behind the scenes and Bernthal behind the scenes, and those behind the scene pictures will come out with people saying, "Oh, well, this is what's going on, and they're doing this. Oh, they shot scenes today with Ruffalo's on set." All that stuff's about to happen. So we're about to have a year of Brand New Day. Because in between that, where is it? I'll go back up to it. In between that. Oh, that's right. This is not my. We have this. These.
Wonder Man.
Sorry. Daniel RPA also said they cast it for Ghost Rider, but the actor's name has not been released yet.
Or the Ghost Rider's name hasn't been released yet.
I think they're doing
Johnny Blaze.
I don't think it's Johnny.
Danny Ketch.
I think they're doing Danny. I believe they're doing Danny. So then also in between Brand New Day or before Brand New Day, you have these things.
Wait, can I ask about Ghost Rider? Why would they do Danny Ketch instead of Johnny Blaze?
Why the fuck do they do anything they do? I don't know. I just remember reports from Marvel, my time in them saying that scoopers were believing it was Danny, or that's what they had been told.
Okay. I believe because Johnny Blaze got his and we want to be different, we're going to do Danny Ketch. That's what I think the thought process is.
Yeah, that's what it always is.
And when Jon Stewart Green Lantern gets hot and popular, don't be surprised if 20 years from now, the new studio president says, I'm going to do Hal Jordan instead.
Yeah. No, I don't know why they're not. Again, it's not official from Marvel. They could very well be doing Johnny. But just what's out there, I thought was that they wanted to go the Danny round. But you've got Daredevil Born Again, Season 2. Wonder Man, which you already got a taste of that. Fantastic Four blue carpet, where he was in character.
Yep.
As Wonder Man at the Fantastic Four premiere. His publicist pulled him away when getting asked about Trevor Slattery. Oh, we will see how that goes. This is the only one I'm actually wanting to see before this. In terms of Disney Plus stuff, I know not everybody cares. I do. Been invested since WandaVision. This is carrying on that story, so I care. So I'll be watching Vision Quest. Wonder Man. I'll give it the good old college try. If it doesn't catch me on that first episode, no. Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Well, you better be so much better than that first one.
Which happens first, Daredevil or Spider-Man?
I think all these come before Spider-Man. Yeah, I think all of these come before Spider-Man.
I don't know why I'm asking. Like, we didn't hear him say in the interview that you're going to see him. John Bernthal is going to be in Daredevil, and he'll be a different tone when you see him in Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, he did say it in that order.
Canon schmanon. Continuity schmontinuity. You don't have to do homework. Don't worry. They won't reference a thing. Just like Secret Invasion and Skrulls was not mentioned when Sam Jackson appeared in The Marvels.
No. Is that it? Let's see. Kevin Feige talks about bringing back. Was this in the interview he just did? About bringing back actors from the original X-Men movies in Avengers Doomsday. It was another dream that we just didn't think about for many years. Deadpool and Wolverine scratched the surface of that, and now we are really delving into it in Doomsday. So I think that's what he said a few whatever ago. Now, you know who James Mack is? You guys know who this guy is? The new scooper that's been on the scene for a couple months?
Yeah, he's pretty good journalist.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gotten some things right. He's good. He's good. He's gotten some things right. He's now claiming that I can't pronounce dude's name. Our first Mr. Fantastic and Miles Teller as the maker. Miles Teller has publicly said that he would not mind coming back as Reed for that type of role. If there was going to be any Reed as the maker, I think it'd be Miles Teller's Reed of any iteration that we've seen that would be the maker. I think it'd be Miles Teller's Reed. That's if they even go the whole Council of Reeds route.
They should.
I think they should as well.
I think that might have been a scene that was deleted because I
think
saw
it was
all of
well.
those at the red carpet. They were all there, all the old Mr. Fantastics, and you were going, well, because they're in the movie, and they cut that.
I think there was a lot cut. You know, they shared some of the scenes that they cut too. That's why people were demanding over the weekend, release the 4-hour Shackman cut. And I'm
4
like,
hours? Is it really a 4-hour cut?
I don't know. That's what people were saying. They were like, release the 4-hour cut. And I'm like, oh yeah, I would love to see everything because John Malkovich was even cut. Red Ghost.
Huh.
You know, he was the Red Ghost in it. He was cut. I don't know if it's from that montage scene or if he had a role sizable like Mole Man's or I don't know.
Yeah, there's a good 10 minutes left in that movie that could happen. When I watched it, I noticed that, whoa, we're already at the ending, aren't we? And so yeah. Release that cut.
Yeah, I agree.
Sony did it. Sony did the Spider-Man Much More Fun cut, right? So
Oh
they could
yeah,
do
that's coming out. That I'm gonna go to theaters and let me see, because they put something else. They put something out about it. It's on Twitter. It's the Sam Raimi. How do you spell his last name? I-E?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think that's right. Sam Raimi, Spider-Man cut.
These are from 2024.
That is, what the fuck?
Don't spell Raimi, just spell Sam.
Sam Spider-Man cut. That could be a bunch of different. This is Twitter. That could lead to anything.
Yeah.
This is not it.
No. Okay, I'm wrong. Raimi. There we go. Stamina helps us out. Raimi.
Raimi. Okay, here it is. An extended version of Spider-Man 2 will be released in theaters on September 27th, 2025.
That's not far from here. That's 2 months from now.
An extended 4K cut of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2 is heading to theaters for the first time this year. The full trilogy will be re-released in theaters starting September 26th. So I'll go see 2 of them. I actually
Spider-Man.
just watched the first one on Disney this past weekend. That first one's still really good. Yep, there it is. They're releasing all of them. And this is on this one right here is where Sony told Sam, you know what, Sam, you delivered us 2 great films. What if we wrote this 3rd one for you? And Sam said, oh, that's okay. I have an idea. We're not asking. We're telling you.
Like, listen, you need Venom, you need a Sandman, but that's not enough. You need more villains and more villains. It'll all make sense when we do Spider-Man No Way Home.
And you know what'll be great? If you make Spider-Man a villain himself. Don't worry, Sam. It'll all work out. And that was Sam's last movie with Sony for Spider-Man till he came back for not No Way Home. Sorry, he didn't do No Way Home.
He did
Multiverse of Madness. Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, so if you're in the market September and October, you can go see an extended cut of
And don't go for the extended cut. Yeah, they're not going to fool me the way that they did with the No Way Home extra footage because it really wasn't that spectacular. Don't go for the extra cut, extra footage. You'll be disappointed extremely. It's going to be the same movie. They're just going to have a little bit extra footage. That's all.
This is 18 seconds ago. James Cameron says he talked to Disney about doing an animated Avatar anthology series. Backstory of characters and tangential stuff. Who first landed on Pandora. The first expedition. You could go anywhere you want. And it's animated. He's not joking. You literally could.
It's already animated in a way. It's just not what we consider 2D animation, but it is animated. So good. Yeah, let's do it. It'll be very expensive. It's like, they're so done with Marvel and Star Wars. They're like, let's just knock on this door. James Cameron, give us a prequel.
Yeah. Together is sitting at a 98. I didn't see that yet. I'm going to. Sinners 97, and 28 Years Later is an 88 as far as horror films for the year.
Back to the James Cameron story. Basically, he's looking at the opportunity of Disney Plus and saying, I can provide homework. I can make people learn about the world, and it'll be informative for the next time we jump back into Avatar. So Avatar 3, we're going to get out in December. Between 3 and 4, it's going to be another 3-year break, and maybe we'll have a Disney Plus show that will expand the world and make us appreciate or even hate characters a little bit more. See how different the mindset is from Cameron than Feige?
Big difference in the two. That is the news, though, because it took us back to where we were. That is the news for the day. Obviously, it is only middle of the day, so more stuff will come out as the evening goes, and we'll have that for the Tuesday morning report.
Yeah. Not a fan of James Cameron's Avatar, Mike? Too bad. $2 billion again.
He's coming.
We're out. Thank you for coming to the morning report. If you do anything today, watch the Comic Shop's trailer. Give it some love. It's in the chat.
Go check out their trailer. Appreciate all of you guys hanging out with us for another week, third week of Morning Report. Again, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that this is what we do Monday through Friday here on the Chillmonger channel, YouTube channel, and the Planet Fanatics YouTube channel. 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is an everyday thing now. So again, we appreciate you guys all for being here. The super chats, the engagement, the kind words, the tolerance. We appreciate it all. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. You guys have a blessed day. Stay safe. And we will see you all in the next video.